Hey guys, what's up? My name is Ayomide Tayo AOT2, and I'm the co-host of 234 Essential, your favorite podcast in the world. And of course, I have my co-host here with me.
Hey guys, how you doing? Ugochi, the Eagle Stallion here. What's going
Yeah.
on?
We're back again and again and again. Yes.
Can't get
If you
rid of
listen to our last episode, what do you say?
They can't get rid of us. So.
At all. Soldier come, soldier go, barracks the day. Last.
You
No
understand
matter what.
it?
Yeah. If you're a first time listener, 234 Essential is that podcast that helps you break down the Nigerian experience, helps you navigate life in this great, wonderful Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, yes, welcome. We're talking about everything Nigerian politics, movies, pop culture, music, and what have you. And if you're a long time listener, welcome back. And if you're an intermediate listener, welcome back, and please don't backslide again. Thank you very much.
I don't know. I feel like that advice now. There's a way that I'm feeling
He hits
about.
home. He hits home one kind. It is
They don't
a,
understand. Giving
a
own
pot
go
and
vibe.
pot
I don't
and
like
kettle.
it.
Something about a pot and kettle. If I can remember that
Don't
saying.
understand. One being darker
Yeah.
than the other. But guess what? I want to say something in our defense because that's who we are, right? Yes, some days we fuck up, but other
Yes.
days we make up for it.
We bounce back.
And what's important is the fact that we make up for it. So you have to
Yes.
first of just forgive all other wrongs. This is really because I feel that I am shameless. You know that I actually feel bad that for a while I've been thinking, are we going to say we're sorry? But then if we don't say that we're sorry, it'll not be like we're people that it not touch us. But I really like see from the bottom of our hearts we're sorry. But the
Make
thing
una
is
no
that
vex.
you understand, for the first time I actually agree with Ayo's approach on this apology. Because at this point now, it's not a matter of a lack of dedication. It's just that life is life in you get.
Mhm.
That's just what it is. And guess what? We wanted to record though. Wanted to record Ayo.
We
Remember?
actually wanted to record, yes, but
Network did not
now,
just let us.
now proposes, but a certain green network disposes. Yeah,
I like how ambiguous that was because
very
all I
ambiguous. Everywhere
was
is green.
market.
Yeah, there are many green networks. Go and choose the one you want.
Yeah. But that very green one that you thought the first time in your mind,
Mhm.
once I just said it, those are the guys. Those guys.
Yes,
They didn't let us flourish. But
at
we're
all,
sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case you want to reach out to us, you can send us fan mail at fanmail@234essential.com.
And follow us on every social media platform at 234 Essential Podcast.
Yes, and we are here once again. It's been so long. How do we even do this podcast? I can't remember again. Let me check the
I
show
feel
notes.
I feel
Intro.
like at this point, no, I
Oh,
think we just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Don't even don't look at the flow what the flow should look like
uh,
because at this point
but you don't want to
at
read fan mail. At least that one
no,
will
we
read fan
need
mail.
to read fan mail. Oh yeah, for sure. We're going to read fan mail. But I
Let's go
just
for
go
that.
with the flow.
Of course, we're going with the flow because as he did
Yeah.
like this, as he did like this, can I still find that fan mail? It's been a while. Hold
Should
up,
I
bro.
go and look for it? Should I read it?
Yeah, if you can see it, look for it.
Ah, my God. To be honest, I feel like people have missed us. And if you missed us, hi. While I'm
Hello.
looking for this. Yeah, like if you really missed us, we tried, guys. We also missed you guys too. Me, I missed 234 Sha. Let me not even lie, cause it's been a long time. So come and tell you guys how we're doing.
Okay, I've seen it. I've seen it. I've
It
seen it. I have
beats
seen
me
it.
to
Let it
it.
load. Let it load, because you know that
Is it on
when we made
my chat?
internet. No, it's an email. Remember when it was sent to us via email that day?
Shit. Yeah. True
Yeah.
that. True that. Big shout
All
out to
right.
Global Village.
Shout out to Global Village. Let me read the family. It's titled Lemao! Exclamation mark.
It's
No
so
love for me,
funny.
oh. Yes. Um, this is from a friend of the house, a family of the house,
Mm.
a a japa of the house, Toyosi,
Listen,
in the building. Shout out to you,
big,
Toyosi. Miss Viral. Miss Viral. Okay, let's go.
listen. Oh my god, I don't know if we should actually say that or if it will hurt her feelings at this point.
Don't
But
have
seriously, it was
a
all
big.
banned, all banned.
I just said, I just saw everyone like, bro, please monetize your content too. All right,
Do you know
you
that?
guys, you guys, multiple exclamation points. Ugochi, full stop. Ayo, full stop. It is finished. Full stop. I
God,
have
I
missed my
beg.
last chance at love. Wow!
Oh
Exclamation
no.
mark. After everything I've been through, three crying emojis with tears, flooding tears. Anyway, let me tell you the story. My
Dramatic.
flatmates and friends, my flatmates and friends have been making progress on Hinge now. Hinge is the popular app, I believe, dating app. In
Yeah, it
fact,
is.
some of them have found love like this, so that's how they convinced me to join Hinge, and I did. After going back and deleting and re-downloading 3 times, I decided to chill for a bit and actually engage. I will start talk today. Tomorrow I go don't tire. Sha, I matched with one boy and we started talking. He was giving good listener and most importantly, sweet lover vibes. Oshe. I really
Yeah.
liked his voice too, but for some reason he looked like somebody I knew. One boy I saw with a friend some years back.
God, I beg.
I sure went to send voice notes to that friend that is like I've seen one man that looks like one boy she was with too. And she didn't really say anything. She responded to my other messages. So I assumed Boya it was just coincidental. Plus the same name I knew, but it was different from
Mm.
what he had on. Anyway, we kept talking and someone pointed at some point I actually became exhausted.
Mm.
See, I hate texting so much and it just felt like too much work. So I slowed down replies because I had just had my own life issues to deal with. Some
Same,
days ago,
girl.
I was telling him about some days ago I was telling him about something that happened with me. I decided to go a restaurant the next night and just told him. He has told me he was going to his cousin, so he asked to come with. I was even like, you're in Leicester. How will you come? And he was like, oh no. His cousin stays in North. That's Nottingham Forest. For you people who have not traveled like us, who are not global citizens, yes.
Privilege.
I hope it's Nottingham Forest. So I beg you.
And
I
I
beg.
to do a meet and greet, period.
His, his cousin stays in North, so I agreed for him to come to the restaurant too. So we met up and it was really just good talk. We were at the restaurant for a bit till they closed. Till they closed. Now wow. And so we walked around.
That's
And
what
so we
to
walked
say.
around for a bit and talked more. We now started talking about when we both lived in Lagos, and this boy mentioned my area. Immediately, I knew he had to be the person I initially thought he was. But again, he
God,
was in
I
a
beg.
relationship with my friend about 3 years ago, but I just seen him once, and that was casually for like 30 minutes. I don't know, man. It's weird. Because the second time I'm meeting someone this my friend has been involved with that I didn't know about. So this your
Wow.
friend don't date everybody. Shout out to her.
And you're just two people.
Okay. Two in this world lifetime. What are the chances? I've updated
Give
her again. Sha. I've
people.
updated her again because I don't want to wild out, but it's pretty sad. Me and this girl aren't so close, but we talk. So it's just one kind thing. I've been talking to her ex, and I didn't just dip it. I don't know. I'm just tired. The three crying emojis again. Am I supposed to start again? Uh-huh. Tell us that is
Ah,
life for you. That is life. You don't give up on love. You keep trying. You keep trying. One day, your prince in shiny armor will come and kiss
God,
you
I beg.
like a fairy
See,
tale.
if at first you don't succeed,
Gang, 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 gang,
let's
gang.
start and try again. Ah, that's the background music for the advice you're giving her now.
Yes,
So I'm
now.
just giving you a background tune. Keep going now. Is that all the advice you want to give?
That's all I'm done. Yes, now. You keep trying. There are many fishes in the ocean now.
Okay, you don't think she should like talk to the guy?
Oh, she should tell the guy that, yo, obviously you dated my friend. I know, I or somebody I know, and I think it'll be
Mm,
awkward. Yada 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 yada. At least put it out there. Let her be honest. No, like so it won't be like as if she's sneaking or keeping out vital information.
mm. Sneaking. Um, that's a very interesting adjective. That's an adjective,
Yeah.
no?
I don't know
Or is
again.
it
It
an
has passed.
adverb? Um,
We'll go and read
I
first.
don't know. Someone check that. Let me know what it is. But yeah, I feel like tourists are sort of like probably gone past this stage or phase. But I'll say personally, I don't like social. I don't know. And this is not an advice, just what I think now, right? Because I mean, I don't like social. I don't like virtual. I don't like dating apps.
I hate it
I
too.
find it so
Especially in
cringe.
Nigeria.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never tried it anywhere else, so I really can't tell, right? But just
I,
the idea.
I just have I just have the belief that the Nigerian version of anything is probably the worst.
Fair points. Not in everything, but I understand what you mean 100%.
Yeah.
Personally, Sha, I don't know. I don't understand the. I don't. I feel like the dating apps are creepy.
Yeah, they
Um,
are kind of, and it's too judgmental. People are judging you based off looks.
fair. And then you could just be fine to the person. You can like your spec might not like you
That one they pain
because
pass.
you're not photogenic.
That one
Get
they
what I
pain
mean?
pass. Yeah, because you know some posts.
Yes,
Because you don't
yeah.
get iPhone will catch you on a very good day.
Do you get what I mean? And
Yeah.
I say this because like I think there's a growing community, or there's a growing influence of dating apps in current day Lagos. This is what I feel. Because
Now
like
little I
virtually
know. Now little any other one day it's like hair riding apps. Now little we know any other
I'm
app it's between you and God though.
but no,
Like
people have in driver, Bolt, Uber,
Ugochi.
you know.
Now Uber boat. Anything after that is carrying knife. That's what I'm saying. So for dating
See,
app, the only two me I know. Okay,
which are
three.
the two? Which
But
ones are the
what
two that
but one is gay. There's what's it called? What's the popular one? Tinder.
Okay, is it popular? Mm.
Very, I mean, across the world is popular.
Okay,
There's
okay.
There's Bumble, I believe.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I don't know about Hinge. I don't know about Hinge. I know Hinge, but I've not tried it in
I,
Nigeria before.
I think it's a UK kidney,
Oh, it's not
or
in
maybe it's
Nigeria.
in the UK. I don't know. I've never see in this my full adult life. Last year was the first time I joined a dating app, and I stayed there for
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks, and I closed everything. I logged out
You ran away.
because
Yeah.
I didn't
But
run
no, look,
away.
I delete the account.
I deleted everything. I don't know if I deleted the account just in case. Which one of them is yellow?
It's Bumble now. It's Bumble that's yellow,
Aha,
I
I
believe.
was on Bumble for 2 weeks and I deleted the entire thing and I ran away. Okay, I didn't run away,
Oh,
sorry. I fixed it. I didn't run away. I take that back. Because
mm.
creepy AF. And so like big ups to everyone who's actually like just putting themselves out there on dating apps and trying to find love because or whatever it is you're trying to find these days because I'm
Yeah. So
finding that hmm,
a lot of
it's
people
not
have other things they're looking for. There's status there. Relationship, friend, casual fling. Now you go come choose the one where you
but
want.
I fuck with that energy. Be honest. Like if that's what you're looking for, then be honest. Don't be creepy though. You know,
Yeah,
don't be creepy. Just like state what you want. You might actually find people who want what you want to and stay there, you know.
true.
But yeah, personally I don't do
Don't fuck with
dating
the vibe.
apps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't I'm very conventional. I still want to meet somebody in real life, check what the energy, what the aura is
So
like.
this leads to my
Yeah.
question: where are the places? Where are those places in, at least in Lagos, for people here in Lagos? or Nigeria, let's say Nigeria,
Mhm.
where you can
So can meet
mingle.
people.
Yes, and please don't mention church.
My dear, unfortunately, that's probably number one.
So people like us only go to church on 31st. Well, so we have no hope. Okay.
Ayo, why do you go to church only on 31st? This is a sign for you to actually go to church.
So that just like in the days of the Passover, in case there's an angel flowing around looking for whom to
Man.
devour, we will be in the house of the Lord with the lamb, blood of the lamb to cover us as we
Mark
cross over.
doorstep. Do you understand?
Yes, we'll mark our lintel, doorstep, mount
Yeah.
everything. Mhm. That is
So
how we
this
go.
is probably a sign. And I mean, to the question, really, yeah, church is great because church also gives you activities, right? So there are always avenues to repeatedly see. Um, and this is just for me. I'm not going to speak for everyone. Um, I know that it seems or it appears like I'm always outside. You guys, I'm really not. So just this one where I did talk now, maybe a little more than the average person, but not always, right? Um, I think that you should definitely go for some events like shows. Decide what you want. If it's concerts, if it's networking events, if it's
Concerts are hard
I
because the energy in concerts are most women you see in concerts are coming with someone, if not a group of friends, which is a minority, then it
uh,
might be a guy. Then it might be a guy. And
uh,
I already
really
have one
great.
scar. I already have one scar. I don't have another scar. So me and knife, I'm not very
Look
friendly.
at you
So
giving advice for somebody to try again. Only one sky, you know already bail. Now for you, streets no
I
good for
just tell us I didn't say you should go
you.
and collect him, stab him. I
This
said try
time you
again.
advise now, you get
I
as you
said
won't be now.
I said try again. I did not say bleed again or die again.
No, we don't.
Please.
But you say you have a scar now, just
So I
one
don't want to
scar.
collect. I don't want to collect another sky again. I'm fine like
You
this.
are not
Like,
ready. You are not ready to find love or to find people. But
so concerts are hard. Concerts are hard most of the time, sha.
well, not for everybody. I think people have different stories, right?
Yeah, it's true,
I
sha.
feel yeah, at concerts, everybody is hyper. More, people are more willing to dance with you than they would on the dance floor at the club.
True, sha.
Um, yeah, you get like and like
Well,
the energy is different. Is high vibrations. Yeah, you can make friends
okay.
just being there sometimes, right? So there's and I see, as I said, pick the gathering that's your poison. If it's concerts that you like, if it's going for seminars, do that. Networking events, brand shows or brand events or brand activations, whatever really rocks your boat. Do that. That's what me I'll say.
Okay.
Um, I think go out, yeah, and go out with your friends sometimes as well. Don't always think about going on lone outings. Go out with your friends. If you have one friend that you can always say, "Oh, let's go somewhere, have a drink, chill, go to the beach, go to a restaurant, go to the cinema." Just go out, like be intentional about going out. Another place is the gym. Interestingly, it's a good place.
Yeah.
I think that should have been number two, to be honest.
And
But
you can make now. You can make a physical assessment on the spot. And
I don't know what when you say physical assessments. Clarify first before I continue.
it's physical. You can see the whole big boy, so you know as they go.
Wow.
There's no
Well,
case of catfish here.
fair point, right? So I mean, the gym is also a great place. Um, Even if it's like to have a workout body or like you join group classes, stuff like that. There are some people who would go to the gym and don't like to socialize, which is great as well. So,
Yeah.
um, as you fight your demons and kick and sumo squats your enemies, try to also like speak to people or join classes. And the more you meet people every time, like the more frequent a person comes, the more
Yeah.
like the chances of talking to them, not like
Uh-huh.
Ayo. If you're looking at going to the gym to meet Ayo or to see
Bro,
Ayo, at this
I was a
it will
po-
not.
I was a popular person at the gym.
But now you've not gone to the gym in how long?
In short, they know they won't start gym until I come. They said no,
Why
I
they
has to be
whine?
here. I has to be
No,
here
they
before we
whine.
start.
Why do they whine like this? Why? Who teach you this kind of whining?
I
Why
beg,
you
me that
whining?
pay, me
Somebody,
that pay, me
you
that pay how much? When I enter, please, oh yeah, show me the dump everything. Let me short my money.
I can bet my last cards that when you go to the gym, you don't say a word to anybody.
Oh, that's a lie. That's a lie. Because we're in a group. I was very vocal in the group now. Yeah. I
Really?
was at one point I was the one even telling the newcomers or the people that who came late, oh, these are the
House rules.
exercises. Oh, these are the exercises we are doing today. After you do that, you do this. I'll even show them like, yeah. Bro,
It's
I
giving.
was getting bro, I was getting mad rep. What do you mean?
I'm
Yes.
actually shocked by that. What was that? All that adrenaline, but now you've burnt out.
Oh boy, you don't burn out. You don't
Look
burn
at
out.
that. Social battery zero.
Ah, no, but see,
Off.
my social it's not that my social battery is off. You know when you used to buy
Mm.
Tiger battery back in those days?
Mm.
Then they
So you need
become
to
weak. That I need to
you
go
put
out
it in
into the sun and put the head smell and put it
I
and,
swear.
and sun dry it. Sun dry it. That's
Who
more
put those
20% to
people?
na Nigeria.
And
Check,
what
you
to
go
if you
will you go and buy new battery? You know who wants to go and buy new battery? You go sun dry am. They say wait, sun dry yourself.
you put the battery in the sun, it was actually a thing. Were
Yeah,
those
so I need to be putting
batteries solar
I need to be
charged?
putting this on. Those Tiger batteries were bad. Like they don't even last. They didn't use at one point. They didn't even last up to a day.
Honestly.
Tiger parties were
Do you
like
remember?
the ghost circle of condoms. So they just nobody wanted to touch
Honestly,
them.
everybody
Nah,
has
nah.
everybody uses it.
Like
Do
bro,
you remember all the fat batteries that used to have blue heads? They used to use like the cap
yes,
was
yes.
they used to use
That
flashlights.
yeah. I remember very blue like this, and
Radio.
people started moving the top and using it to play. I forgot the name of that battery.
Yes, you need to play one game on the ground that is like soccer or something.
Yeah,
I
and
is this
the barrel, the cover of a barrel in between it, that hole
on
in
this?
between it.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember that battery. That battery don't disappear. I don't know where that battery is.
Nothing again. The battery is not available.
I don't even
This
think
memory
I, I don't
are
even think
giving.
Tiger battery still exists. I don't even think Tiger battery still exists. I've not seen them in a while.
I don't know. I've not actually looked. Let me even see. I think Duracell has sort of taken over the market.
But everybody take it with Duracell. Duracell. They are
Yeah.
rich. And they are rich. Take Energizer. Show people
Do you
levels.
get what I mean? Like
Energizer. But
if
Tiger
I
battery.
that Tiger battery was something was such an era. Such an era in Nigeria. To think that we used to
Such an
bite that battery and we're not afraid that maybe some of the ions inside will leak into our mouth and we'll swallow it.
nothing. Nigerians don't get time, man.
Why is the
So yeah.
battery?
I'm like Tiger battery. I need to go and some charge myself. I think going
How
to
long
like
has
art
it
galleries.
been?
I think like going to art galleries and exhibitions to also like count.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, it does actually.
Sure.
And parties also. Funny enough, parties like not
House
like club parties, like
parties.
all those kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, they
Intimate
count.
gatherings.
Yeah, they
Yes.
count. They count also.
Very
Yes.
true. Oh yes. Definitely parties. And try to like I think that also another thing is like the posture. Some people go out and they're not trying to mingle, they're not trying to introduce themselves, and
Sisters that have bitch
they
resting
expect
face. Calm down. Calm
that
down. We are not Tinubu. We are not the reason behind the economy. Calm down. You will fall face. Later you not say, God, where is my husband? When you are finding face like Medusa, calm down.
but maybe that's just how their faces are now. What would they do
They need
now?
they need Botox or something. They need something to go and relax that face.
Never. Real
Okay.
bodies matter. Period.
Okay.
That's a movement.
All right. All right.
If you want her to smile, say something nice. She may just
Okay.
then release the tension in her face. And smell nice too, all of you going out.
Please, oh, it's
See,
hot. Oh, please
you
smell nice.
understand
Oh,
the
don't
weather
just smell like.
is Ayo, have you been feeling the sun in Lagos?
Oh, thank God for the rain that just happened. The sun has been. It will catch
Ah,
too cold.
Jesus. I went out on Monday or Sunday, I think, and I had to ask them that, are you sure that we're not melting and we don't know? Because how?
Yeah, no. Yeah, you see people buckets, sweating buckets,
Hey,
and God bless the electric distribution company. They have made sure that our life has been very cool for us during this period. You know,
oh,
people
you
can
have
switch on their
elected.
ACs. I'm being sarcastic. I'm being very sarcastic right now.
I actually believed you. I almost believed you. Bando.
See,
The Bando
bro,
guys.
I'm
Bando.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that in heaven, Ikeja
Yeah.
electricity are the one in charge of of the fire in hell. I am sure. Not them. They
Because
will give that
it makes,
they will give that contract that you people will handle this one.
mm, no, I don't think they'll handle it great. They'll let hell freeze
Because
over.
they know they
They
bring
won't give them
lights. Everywhere will
right.
just shut.
I swear.
But
Ah,
anyway, please
what?
smell nice, sir. Use deodorant. You know the cost. You know the cost.
See, brush,
Even if it, even if
spray.
it's Tony
Good.
Montana perfume, or
Oh
powder,
God,
please
that
use
white
it.
powder. I maybe this is giving old age because what's Tony Montana face powder? There are people who don't know that.
Tony
That
Montana powder. Hmm.
I can
Use
never
it.
forget that bottle. Their container, white
Yes,
and
sir.
dark blue. Is it navy blue? Dark like this.
Yeah, it's white
Very
and yeah,
nice.
navy blue. Yeah,
Do you
they'll not knock
understand?
Tony Montana out with it. Or worst case
See.
scenario, if the sapa is too much, there is one powder like this that the cover looks like a this thing insecticide. It's called methylated spirit.
Mm.
Methylated spirit. What's the word? I think it's called methylated spirit.
Dusty
Yes,
powder. Or is it dusty
methylated dusty
powder?
powder. Sorry, methylated dusty powder. You see that
Uh-huh.
cover? If you rub the powder on your body, no evil spirit will come near you that day. You are covered. Because if you look at the cover, the packaging is botanical,
Oh my
agricultural, scientific. Those people
God.
did not care about aesthetics anyhow. Knacker like that.
No.
It looks like something that you put. It looks like what do you call this? Pesticide. It looks like pesticide.
Do you know, I'm beginning to feel that the finer the bottle, the less potent.
The what?
Because
The perfume.
like the finer the bottle, maybe not a perfume, or the more the packaging don't dey too much. The
No,
thing with
this
this
because
not
the next
too.
one I want buy, the next one I want to buy, the packaging is plenty. I'm already seeing the bottle, and I said
What's
this
the
thing
name?
must smell nice. Let me look for the name.
Because
I'm coming.
sometimes the perfumes always look so simple, and
But you know
then
it. You know it, sir. You know it.
the is it
I'm
that
coming.
YSL
Is it?
one?
No, it's not YSL. It's the Versace Eros Flame or Versace Eros. Is that the blue one or the red one I want to buy?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can see the bottle to know
Let
what
me
we.
send you a photo of it.
Oh, is this one with the interesting cap? Like with the interesting cover?
Is the one
Oh
with
no,
the rose.
look at the. It's simple now. Do you get what
Ah,
I mean? It's
with
simple.
this idol where they engrave in the middle.
See, it's not. That's the Versace. That's the Medusa face. Now be no be
I know,
no
yeah,
be be this.
it's the side. Yeah, it's the
Eh,
logo. So, so
no
it's one of the two I
be.
want to buy.
Yeah, the bottle is simple. That's what I'm saying. Like
Oh,
it's just like easy on the eye. You know.
yeah, this is on the other. I like the packaging. Very easy, nice.
Yeah, I think it's easy on the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, there's this YSL perfume that I'm so obsessed with right now. I really don't know the name. I just know how the bottle looks. It has the Y in the like on the side of the bottle. Oh my
Is
god,
it
it
shaped like
smells so
woman?
divine. No, it has the Y of the yeast, the the Y of the yeast Saint It has it like on the
Mm.
side of the bottle, and it's just a black bottle or navy blue, depending on. I don't know what the name is. I I've used it a couple of. This is my third bottle, and I can't believe that I don't know what the name is. I just take a picture and I send it, but I'll go and look at. I'll stand up and go and look at it. But it smells divine. I think that you should try it as well. I
Yeah, it's
think you
cool.
should.
So please invest in perfumes. If you don't have, just buy Tony Montana powder or Malam do
Definitely.
Paris. Don't just spray too heavy. Make sure it's not too heavy so you don't choke the person you're toasting because that would not be very sexy at all.
Yeah, exactly. I look nice,
Yeah.
dress well.
That just,
Maintain good
yes,
oral
just well too.
hygiene. Yeah,
Yes.
maintain good oral hygiene. Come with a heavy, with a big smile. Um, and I always tell people that um, flattery is disarming, right? So not don't be too cheeky or stuff, but like when you people like to hear stuff about themselves, right? So like say something
True.
nice. Yeah. If you want a good icebreaker is to say something nice. Don't be too out there, but like say something nice. Oh, you smell nice. Oh,
Don't say I
your
like your breast too. Don't go and say I like
dress,
your breast too. Because some people are crazy.
man. I know you didn't hear it. No, I did not say. Thank God we did not say anything like that because I don't
So
understand
we
what
say,
that means.
we just say we should give them compliments. So I'm complimenting her now. I like your breast. When you chop
No,
slap,
why
you
would
go
you
no.
say this? Do you understand?
Okay.
That's
Like you don't know.
so
It's like you are saying
festive.
it's like you think that everybody that is working is normal. You think
But
everybody
guess what?
working is normal.
100%. I actually agree with you because there are boys, there are guys that will actually say that. No
Mm.
jokes. And guess what? There are also babes that also will fuck with that heavy. So
Ah,
just find your people and stay there pretty
yes.
much.
Stay with last.
But yeah, I feel like the dating scene in Lagos is I don't know if it's difficult. I can't tell. I believe that people find people every time now and then.
Of course,
If
you
you're
find it, yeah.
searching, you'll find. Yeah. If you're actively
Yeah.
searching, I think you'll find.
Yeah.
But it also depends on
And if you're
what you're
looking for your
actively
type,
searching for.
yeah, if you're looking for your
Mhm.
type also. Because some of them are get
Exactly.
longer truth. Una one date
Do
party
you
at Enuga. They are living in Shomolu. Where will you two people cross paths, please? Tell
Love
me.
is possible. That's the thing. You don't
From
understand.
Shomolu
Love is
to Los
possible.
Angeles. Okay. You want it too much
That's
here,
why
beat and the beast.
you need to believe. You need to have faith. Hope is important because you don't know.
Yes.
You can just from Shomolu carry you go one party where you don't know as you want to enter, and then you just meet your baby boy there. Do you get what I
Yeah.
mean? It's possible. Or you go for one. Weddings are a great place to meet
Oh,
people.
did you
Weddings.
speaking of weddings, did you see the photo of somebody in the bridal train that went viral? Please tell me you
No,
did.
oh my god, you know I've been off
Okay.
social media.
Hold on. Let me
Oh,
show you your gender. And please,
wait,
you go to the
wait.
Instagram page. You must go to that Instagram page.
So what did the
Please,
person do now? Please don't tell me
calm
that she
down.
wore $1 dress, so because that's
Where
the always
am where
was
marvelous
it a
address?
dress?
Hey, I have
Was
forgot.
it a
Hey,
dress?
where is it's a dress? So I'm looking for. Hey, I don't believe I don't know where this
How
thing
do
is.
you
So
how do you find these things? Wait, so
it's
is it the one that she wore like a see-through dress?
I don't know. See, woman dress. I don't know. But
This is
when
a
you see
woman dress.
when you see it now, please go through that
I
and
don't know.
look at the first post in that Instagram account. Because if you want to do virtual of the universe now, so defender of the universe. So please go through the
Me.
account, look at it, then go and look at the
You feel
first
like
post, the first pin post on that Instagram account.
okay, so have you sent it to me?
I said, check your WhatsApp.
Okay. Ooh. Oh wow, this what? Wow. See this Lagos, what I love about it, if you think that
It's
you're
not Lagos.
naked. Ah,
Ernest, I won't say the state, but it's in the hinterland of the east. In the east.
wait, this baby's in the east.
Yes.
Oh my god, see.
Have you seen that first video I'm
I
talking
have
about?
seen it. I've actually
Okay.
seen it.
Okay.
Wow. But this wedding is in Lagos that she came to.
Maybe I don't know. So people now say that how can
Okay.
you come dressed to another person's wedding like this, blah blah blah. And I told my guy that she's looking for somebody to marry now. Oh yeah, it's in Lagos. The wedding is in Lagos.
Yeah. See, her caption says Ashebi duties. Really, Amibo Bebo. Nah,
Yeah,
I love it. Oh my god. But
she
this
not.
is it. Okay, so first of all, I don't
Yes.
believe that I have any friends who will show up like this.
Anyway, please, wedding. What do I say? Wedding
Yeah.
receptions are a nice place to meet people. Because trust me, a lot of people that go to wedding reception are looking for their prospective husband and wife.
They're missing
So
ribs.
I'm missing him. So be at your
Mm.
best. Start your native very well. Make starch well.
See man, just be you. I mean, look good and everything, but just be you. Person will like you, go like you. Because if you put
So
up
that's
an
nice.
act, there's only so much of an act you can put up. You later will reveal yourself, so just be you. Be comfortable. I know there's some people that see in their self-conscious phase. You later find that nobody gives two flying fucks about you. So just be
Mhm.
you. Just that's the truth. Just be you.
Yeah. So
You
yeah, go
know.
to weddings. Me, I went to wedding to go and find food. It's not as if yeah.
I
Yeah.
how many food and you don't even I don't know this food that you say is going to go and look for. First of all, I'm eating kilishi because I'm hungry.
Yes.
Because and so if you hear me chewing, I'm actually chewing. So sorry if it sounds horrible, but I'm hungry and it's really late in the night and I can't eat food. And so I'm eating kilishi right now. Forgive me. But yeah,
It's
after this one,
allowed.
now I'm eating that one. But yeah, pretty much, right? You go to weddings to look for food. You
I'm
always
only
get food
joking.
at weddings.
Yeah, so I only go to
Remember,
weddings like one. I only go to weddings like once a year.
fair point. Have I? Oh yeah, I've gone to a wedding this year.
I'm going to one on Saturday.
Oh, nice. Where?
I believe it's in Lekki. That's bro. Why could people just like do all this long distance wedding? Just marry on the mainland. I beg you, the name of God.
But Third Milan Bridge is open and it's good now. Why are you complaining?
I, I don't disagree. It's just far. That's all.
Where is the wedding?
When or where?
Where?
I'll have to check the invoice. I can't remember.
Okay. Are you planning on going?
Yes, the person specifically invited me, and I'm my guy,
Mm-hmm.
so I have to go. Just do like two or
Okay.
3 hours. Say go be.
Are you going with
Say
people or
go.
you're going alone?
I think I'll meet people over there, so I don't think
Okay.
I'll go alone. I don't think I'll carry anybody. I'll meet people over there. Sha.
Was the person a colleague before?
He was a friend. He's a friend. Sorry, not even was a friend.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So you guys
I've not
have
been in.
friends one.
I think we only have one friend in connection, so that's the best I'm even going to meet there. He has not been in the country in a while, Sha, so he just came to the country to get married.
Okay.
All these are our
I'll
rich
tell
friends that are good. What do you say?
you. I understand that. I'll tell you for free, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you go to a wedding and like you're all by yourself and you don't know anyone, it can be so boring sometimes.
Oh yes, definitely. So I won't even call my guy. You didn't go? Okay, fine.
Mm, it can be so boring, God. No
Yeah.
way. But yeah, go out, guys. Go out. Make it a part of your schedule. Go out, meet people, touch grass. Um, especially a lot of people who work from home, it can be very consuming. And everybody feels like, well, because you work from home, you have more time. It's a lie. It's an actual
The
lie.
day
You
the day flies by very fast.
mm-hmm. And because you're not commuting by always being at home, you just like get used to being in that space and you can't leave it because you're always having to check work or something. So go out, meet people, stay safe, smell nice, look good. Yeah, mix up.
Yeah,
I
please
just
do that.
in case this thing that we're talking about touches you.
I don't know where everybody. You're just pressing me now. Wow,
Repent.
going outside the
Repent.
cost. Going outside is
Repent.
cost.
Oh.
Is
I let me tell you
cost.
something you said at the beginning of the year. You said you wanted to start going out more.
Yeah,
Well,
actually, it's
I'm
when I started going out. It was when I started going out. I now passed out. So I don't know what happened. Two days,
so
2 days
we
after
all
going out, I passed out. I said, okay,
oh my word.
God damn.
It's not easy. Oh. See, people that actually like show up all the time, wherever you show up consistently at, man, big ups to you. It's not easy. Mm-mm.
Yes, no easy one.
Not easy at all. I've anyway gone back to the gym, by the way. When are you going to the gym?
I went for a guy
Thank you for
yesterday, sef.
Kali
Uh,
Bobo.
yeah, I don't know.
Calistus.
Soon,
We need
soon,
to have a
very
conversation
soon.
with Calistus, so one of these days.
With who? Oh yeah, we should, we should.
So we should talk about fitness, the fitness space in
Yeah,
Nigeria, fitness
it's actually good.
wellness.
I
Yeah,
actually
it's
miss the
booming.
gym, oh. The discipline of it,
I was
going
like,
there.
go back.
Yeah, you now after like 3 hours, you're knackered, you're hungry. Oh, back then
Listen,
I used to eat like an animal. I would eat like
tight.
bro. I remember the first
Listen,
time I did leg day.
so
Our
hungry.
gym is like two. It was on two. It has the ground floor and the first floor.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
looked at that. I looked at that staircase. I said, "Hey, let me go work out this thing." Every
Listen,
single step was painful.
it
I was
was
not
too
coming down
painful.
again. I just ordered an Uber. I said, "Please, I cannot kill myself. Please, I am done.
Humbling, so
This."
humbling the gym.
But later,
No,
oh, leg day. I know they will fear. Like, yeah, let it come. Let it come. Let it come.
Jonathan, actually look forward to it these
Now,
days.
if I'm being leg day again, I'm going to go and hire. I'm going to go and rent a wheelchair because it's not me that's going to work out on that day at all. At all.
It actually cripples you like so
Like mad,
much.
like mad.
See,
But that's how you know
I
this thing is going, sir.
do you get what I mean? But see,
Mhm.
the pain of that day, yes, great. But the pain a day or two after, when you want to sit on the toilet seat, or you
Oh, the
just want
toilet
to
seat is no. You see, that toilet seat is one life will humble you. That no,
listen,
that's the day you
your
look at God. Please never make me disabled in life or anything that cause people to no. You will sit
you
down,
actually
you sit at the toilet seat like this, you're like, yeah, where is this pain coming from? It's like your
reviewing your
waist,
life choices.
you review your life choices that why am I even like this?
Honestly,
That
Jonathan,
when we go to heaven, nobody's checking body. There's nothing like body.
nobody cares.
Oh, wow, it's
Who
real.
cares
It's
about
real.
that shit? Oh,
It's very real. I
it's
remember the
true.
first time I did deadlifts. Hey, my waist broke.
Oh
It
my!
locked. It locked. For like four
I
days.
can
If 4 days, you told me to pick something on the floor. I would
It's not
what I would do.
possible.
I will stand straight and I just be going down slowly. I will lower my knees and pick it up.
It's giving Chucky.
Like hey, but say I should go and bed and pick it. Like, it was
So
nasty.
funny. No, the gym actually humbles you
It does
so
actually.
much.
Yeah.
But away from gym pain, we don't talk enough about how much more your body hurts you as you grow older. Oh
That's
my god, this
because you have not
body.
been you have not been exercising it. So basically it's like when you leave a piece of equipment for so long. Let's say you have a
Hmm.
generator, the generator for like 5 years. And one day
Mm-hmm.
just have a generator, that generator is not going to answer you
I
because it has laid
I don't
dormant.
I don't feel like it's even a thing of not doing it for a while. before I went back to the gym, I was having back pain, lower back wanted to kill me.
Yeah, now because
Take
you're not using
medicine.
that body, you're not using your body now, so it's really beginning to show wears and tears. So you need to activate that
God, I
place to
beg, I
let
need to
out
use my body.
the pain. Yeah, people that gym when they're in their 60s and 70s, they're so active. They do things as if they're in their 40s or 30s.
No, but I
And
don't. I trying to say that you don't feel the body pain. You don't. Your body doesn't pain you
I feel
or
it now,
doesn't
but
tire you.
I know that if I go back to the gym, I won't feel it again.
So this one you're saying if not even when, so you might not go back to the gym.
I'm sorry, when? Sorry.
Okay.
Gym,
Okay.
gym mistress, when
No
I
problem.
go back to the gym.
Because you need to go back. Anybody now that I know that has gone before, I'm going to bully you back into the gym because now so they take bully me go back.
Now,
So
so,
take your own bullying. Go back now.
mhm.
You feel better. Whatever you're going through, you feel better. Just
Meanwhile,
go.
tell me you watch this film.
Mm.
It's on Netflix. I believe you should have watched
Mm-hmm.
it. I
What's
don't
your
know how to
name?
pronounce it, so don't let me. So please, apologies to my brothers and sisters in the East. It is
Okay.
called
Mm-hmm.
Afamefuna,
Ah,
and
Afamefuna.
yes, and in one boy story. Tell me you watched it.
The one boy story. Yes, I have. Hey, are you gonna talk
Uh-huh.
about it?
Yes, because I watched it too, and I liked the film.
Yeah.
I have some pointers about the film, but yeah, it's a nice, it's a lovely movie.
I think you should go into it. Get into it. Tell us what are the pointers. I want to
Okay,
hear 'em.
first of all, synopsis, ladies and gentlemen, summary.
Wait,
It,
before you start the summary, no verse, especially
mhm,
because it was an Igbo speaking movie. Like the entire
yeah,
plot was in Igbo. I
yes.
really want to hear how you saw it. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, those are
continue
what
with your.
is. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I watched this movie. Summary. First of all, introduction, context.
Oh, your
I'm not
student narrator.
sure if you are aware of the Igbo apprenticeship system. I know that Harvard Business School and other international institutions have done studies on it and reports on it, and it is
Mm-hmm.
regarded as one of the most successful business
What a
incubators.
thing. Business.
Yeah, what I think
Mm-hmm.
business incubators where young men become apprentices for like rich merchants, businessmen, and they basically learn the trade under these men.
Successful.
Yeah, and after a while of service, yeah, they are basically giving freedom. That is the term. I don't know if it's that's the Igbo term,
Yeah,
but general term is
established.
yeah, they are giving you freedom and
Yeah,
you're not established. The person your boss now establishes you in
feel.
your own business.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And that is how that system grows and it becomes that it has been able to create a lot of Igbo millionaires over the decades and it has been very successful. So this movie is about a young boy who is brought from Onisha to Lagos to start
Which beautiful people.
to learn under the charismatic. This is not blood money now. Charismatic
You don't kill me.
Kanayo. Oh, Kanayo. Who gave who gave one of his most matured, steady performances in this movie. Like Kanayo broke that typecasting of it's only blood money I can do. He really
Mm,
he really went into it, and I believe it's second nature for him.
very true.
Basically, yeah, yeah. So
He's
this young
about to
boy,
have all this.
obviously, he must have done this for some guys, too, obviously. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so the Kanayo is a businessman. He owns a tile business. They sell tiles in a Lagos
Mm.
market, and this young boy comes to come and learn the business via his mother. His
Build
mother brought him there.
materials.
Yeah, okay, building materials to see.
Mm-hmm.
And this young guy is not the only guy there. He met other apprentices there. And the
Mm-hmm.
leader of all the boys is Alex Ekubo. Yes,
Mm.
the dashing Alex Ekubo. The young guy that we are mentioning right now is Stan Ezi. First of all,
Mm.
his applause to Stan Ezi. His delivery of English. Oh my lord, that guy enunciates every
Mm.
single
His
word.
body language, even
Body
the way
language,
he
he
acts with
embodied
his body.
everything.
Ooh,
Yes. So
his body.
this story basically is
Sorry.
how young men enter this business incubator known as the Igbo apprenticeship system and how they grow to become businessmen of their own. Now
Established.
we have protagonist and antagonist.
Mm.
Alex Ekubo somewhere along the movie became the antagonist. I don't want to spoil it too for you guys, but on Netflix. So please,
Mm-hmm.
please, how much is
But people
Netflix?
should
Five
have
k.
watched it by now.
So let's just say the ups and downs of life has not allowed them. So please, it's 5k. Please go and watch it.
I
And
very disappointed.
Stanley, I'm not giving any exact details.
Okay,
Stanley
like give
becomes
everything.
okay. Sorry, it's Ugochi. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Yeah.
Now, please put spoiler alert in the description.
Exactly.
So these
Period.
two guys, out of all the apprentices, right? Alex and Stan were the most promising, most entrepreneurial, innovative among the two.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
shout out to this guy too. I didn't know he was Igbo. Chooks Joseph,
That that guy that was
that was
named
in
that's
Madam Koi
previous
Koi,
school. Yeah.
bro. The guy was in
That
Madam
boy
Koi
is
Koi, bro. This guy is a
yes.
future star. He only
My
acted in the
God.
first act. He acted in the first act of the movie, but he was
No.
outshining. He was outshining people.
I
I wish his
swear.
character continued. I wish his
Every
character
person
continued.
hates him.
Yeah,
Same
because the
here.
guy was with so much conviction. He was living with so
When
much.
all those
When
no.
he was speaking Igbo, I had to Google say, Madam Koi Koi cast. What's the name of this boy? Chuk Joseph. I said it's a lie.
Oh
He's
my
this guy
God.
Igbo and he killed it. So
No,
standout performance from him.
he was stunning. He was really stellar.
Yes.
His acting was
Okay.
great.
Yes. So really stellar. Now, in
Mm-hmm.
every great movie must come a love interest.
Love it.
And the love interest here is a tomato juice. This boy, when they say tomato juice, hey, if you hear light skin woman, they wrong.
Afamefuna.
If your weakness is light skin woman, see if you see this baby wrong
Mm.
because it is your downfall. Her name is Atlanta Bridget Johnson.
Is that her
I
name?
believe, yeah, that's her name, Atlanta Bridget Johnson. I believe she's fairly
I
new
like
to the
it.
Nollywood movie scene, and
Mm.
she's a love interest. So we have Stanize, we have Alex Ekubo, and we have Atlanta, right?
Mm.
Stanize is the guy that is not too forward.
What can I?
What? Oh, we have
What
Kanaka
can
at the
I?
top. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we have Kanaka at the top. So Stanize is not the guy that is too forward. But when they were growing up, you notice that Alex was in a relationship with Oga's daughter, Atlanta.
Mm.
And Kanaka doesn't play with his daughter. That is the
Mm-hmm.
apple of his eye. He treats her like,
Yep.
everything. And Stan knows that, me, I be on the boy, waiting concern me, I don't know. I don't get this kind of levels. I don't get the steez to put this kind of
I
babe.
don't get this. That's
I don't get
it.
the steez. So every time he sees Alex and Atlanta, the characters they play always cuddled up and stuff. Sometimes Atlanta gives him money. He go look, he just onward Christian soldier. He go cavalry. Thank you. He go cavalry. Thank you.
Jesus. What the
So
hell?
on a fateful day, the destinies of these two will clash, right?
Hmm.
Kanaya Okanaya was having problems trying to clear his goods from the wharf, like every
Hmm.
other businessman in Nigeria that is frustrated with what happens in customs.
That does importation.
Yes. Now, Stan's character he had the drive, the boldness to go to the customs office. His father was a former customs officer before he died,
Hmm.
and asked for the Oga in command. And he walked up to him, and he now told him that, this is what happened. Though this is my father. My father was also a custom officer. I said, what's the name of your father? He mentioned, he said, your father was a great man. From there, he don't enter the man. He now has to plead the case of Kanayo. He pleaded his case. The man said, you know what? Kanayo doesn't have to pay that amount of money. You should just bring 2 million naira. And
I
he
asked him
told him,
for 10 million initially.
10 million was the money initially. And Kanayo said, man, as a true Igbo man would say, my money is tied up in other places. I do not have that kind of money. So Stan rushes back to the office and tells Kanayo that, Oga, CEO, Kanayo didn't believe. He says it's a lie. So let's go there. When they got there, he found out that everything was true. Kanayo was overjoyed. Meanwhile, in the shop, there were a bunch of fraudsters who wanted to buy goods with fake Naira notes. Alex Ekubo's character intercepted them, right? And basically saved his Oga from ruin. Because if you have given those guys that amount of goods with fake Naira, would have ruined his boss. He cuffed them. So it made as he caught them, that's when Kanayo came in and stand easy. So everybody was overjoyed and everything. That's
Mm-hmm.
how Kanayo called for the great ancient tradition. So he should bring me Shinap and Jin. They went to his house. He now
And
called
cola
so
nut.
Akola not. Alex Okubo thought, I've done so well today. Oh. It must be my day of freedom. Now today, guy go release me. I go
Student
establish
boy.
my business. Now standing easy, the guy called. Oh. Alex Okubo was
I,
dumbfounded.
I also leaving out the fact that Alex was also his oldest boy.
Yeah, Alex was his oldest boy. He has been around for a while. He was the HNIC. He was the guy control of all the boys. That's why Alex Okubo was dumbfounded, befuddled, everything
Gumsma.
confused, gobsmacked. So after Kano said he's going to establish the boy, give him house and everything, that day Alex Okubo and Stanise became enemies. You know,
Sworn enemies.
sworn enemies. Stanise was coming out of the house and he noticed Alex Okubo was looking sad and angry. He now
For
met him,
long.
Alex. Yeah, forlorn, downcast, almost with ash cloth and ashes all over his body. Alex Okubo
Which is
just
what
unloaded. Alex Okubo just unloaded on the guy. Brrr, you stole my this thing. That's for me. Blah blah blah. Today we are sworn enemies, and he left Kano's business. Right now, because Atlanta is a babe in love. Hey, love one thing. She stole her father's 1 million and gave it to Alex so that he can establish his own business. Meanwhile, Alex, being a sharp guy, very good bad sharp guy, ran away. And she told Stan,
incommunicado.
and Stan said, sorry, oh. Fast forward years later, you just see Stan pull up in a mall, correct oje pumping car. He was looking clean. You know where
This
Igbo men,
thing is native, eh?
you know where Igbo boy they look clean. Igbo boy don't have man
You
look clean.
can't.
Baba na boss. Baba na boss.
Listen,
He now met,
Boboko.
he now met this is where I now have a problem with Atlanta's character. And this is why women, the women they look future. Ugochi, allow me to review this movie. You say you
Look at
wanted to
your
say
eyes. No, I'm listening. But then again, look at your eyes. I keep going. I'm listening. Eh?
Stan Atlanta now met at the mall. Atlanta was shocked. Like, Stan, you look so good. Stan too don't see. This babe don't. She don't grow. Everything full package now. Without touching her face, touching her hair, she was not blushing. I say, hey, that's how
See, shower
Alex
those two
Okubo.
people before.
I actually did that girl. He did. Alex Okubo now came out.
Understand I too. I shower the
Stan,
eye. Because you know
Stan.
say na your guy. Why they put eye for them?
That's how Alex came out from the mall. He was not like, my guy, for a long time. You know when you want to form as if, this guy is my small boy back then. But not trying to form small boy with him. Stan now gave him his complimentary card. Call me anytime.
Gave it to Atlanta.
Yeah, we will be guys. And he gave it to Atlanta. Atlanta look at one and say, Will I say, if I do comparative analysis,
What?
it's not looking good for you, fam. So Atlanta now went behind that guy's back. She now had a small get together with Stan. And Stan, as an sharp people boy, he was giving her he can say, there's money.
I
Just
know,
for me.
don't kill me.
Just for me, I
Because that's
don't
not what
know.
you
Just not for me, You know what women are doing, but their body is moving towards you. The movie they're shaking their bodies for you to see the whole package. Stan now said,
But that's not what was happening.
allow me. He said, maybe my Netflix is different for your own. But that's what I saw.
Cook,
So
I cook.
Stan now said, it's been a while I've even seen Oga or Kanayo. So he now says, come to come and see. He now came to meet Kanayo. He bought a lot of goods. Kanayo was happy.
Hearing gifts.
Kanayo now informed him that my wife is dead though. As they were talking, Atlanta that had not cooked throughout the whole film. That girl did not enter the kitchen in that whole film. Came out, she was not trying to show housewife qualities. Now setting plate and everything. Meanwhile, Star
But I
I don't
heard
look
that it's not cooked. Did you
there.
just show us?
It's not in the script. If it's not in the script or in the film, it did not happen. Thank you.
Fair, fair, fair.
So Stan just glanced at her. Kind of being a sharp guy, sharp man. He said, hey, I see you still like my daughter. He said,
Planted
be
a
quick.
seed.
He said, be quick, oh, there are many people around, so everything. The guy said, don't worry, sir, I'll do the needful. As she was going again, he talked to like Atlanta. Atlanta was still forming. She was forming shy. They give her eye. The eye they saw was said no. You know what I said no, but her body said yes. That is the vibe. Now this is where Atlanta was a Kurukere babe. This is where they fair. When they say fair woman, she now said in her mind, no, it's not. This one is not in the movie, but I'm narrating it according to how I saw it. Let me give Alex one more chance. She went to Alex's house. Alex wasn't doing bad for himself, It was supposedly okay at this time. That's what we were meant to believe. And Alex now, we took concern her. You see, Atlanta came, we carry and go bed. Knack. It was a one-sided knack. Because he was happy, she was frowning. I think when
As
she
all
now saw
as
that,
these men do these days.
I don't say, Ugochi, please calm down. Calm
I
down.
know, I know, but we are cooking now. Everybody's
Okay,
cooking the one that can
okay,
find
okay.
them.
So after the film knacking, it seemed Alex was on the phone chatting to another babe. Atlanta just said, you know what? As an able guy, as an able guy,
Check out of this.
I've checked out all this one. Stan, before you know it, Atlanta and Stan became husband and
Hello,
wife.
they had begin to lower.
Now,
I didn't talk of what I just
because
said. Oh.
Alex is an idiot. Now there's a part in the movie where some dubious guys came to meet KOK. I said they wanted to do business with him. And KOK using his upper, he was using his upper waker. Said he's not going to do this business. And he explained to Alex why he wasn't going to do it, that these guys obviously are shady. Alex went
Say
behind
what
the
he
guys.
said. Say what he said in the Igbo adage. Let me
I
say
can't
it, please,
remember.
because of very
Say it.
important. I'm not saying
Knock
it in
it.
Igbo because I can't really say it. Let people not laugh at me internationally. But he said, if you marry a monkey because of money, the money will finish and the monkey will remain.
Thank you.
She was
Thank you
that
for it.
bit.
Kanayo, in the year of the
Go
Lord,
on.
2024 AD. Kanayo,
Love.
in the year of the Lord, 2024 AD. Now, when Alex left Kanayo in anger, he went to go and meet those businessmen and they set him up. But now it was basically money laundering wahala and some P. Now, Alex was now owing those guys a huge amount of money and he couldn't repay. Right?
300
So,
million.
yeah. How much again?
300 million.
So he wants to go and meet Stan and say, Stan needs to, give him money, blah, 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 help him. And I think at one point Stan was like, oh, I can't help you again, that this is becoming something, something, something. That's where Alex let the cat out of the bag. That Stan, do you think that your son is your son? Look at him very well. He has my
Guys
facial features.
attracting him.
Which, if you look at it, the guy was like, that boy was light skinned as Stan. Or as Alex. He wasn't look like Stan. He did not have Stan's big head.
But
He had
the
Alex.
mother is light skinned though.
Who?
The mother,
You don't
Atlanta
know.
is light skinned.
That Alex shade. Now that Alex shade the boy gets. Alex shade then gets.
But
So
now who's the
I'm
mama
just
being?
joking. I'm just Ugochi. I'm just it's narrative. Agenda. So
I
Alex
mean,
now said, if you don't want it to come out as a scandal and a disgrace, you should help me settle those guys every month. And so Stan, being the good guy that he is, decided to be decided to be doing monthly installment payments. Now Alex will still go and meet Stan and say Stan needs to give him money again. That do you know that it's my blessing you took from a guy and that's my child. One time Alex said he wanted to host a party. I needed like 10 million. Stan said, what are you using
honest.
party to do when you are owing people money and everything? The guy just said, you know what? Fuck that shit, give me the money, blah 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 blah. Stan became pissed and just called those guys that, you know what? And this is why I believe Stan knew that they were going to kill this guy. Stan was like the murderer behind this whole thing. He was the
See,
architect of
first,
it.
see,
He knew.
the beginning of this thing, I was going to say, big shout out to
No.
Shegu Arinze.
Oh, sorry. Shego is in this movie and he's the police
See,
investigator. Yes,
the
because
inspector.
so what they did was the present where Shego comes in and arrests Stan doing his father's memorial and they take him to the cell. And there's the movie is an
Death of
entire
Alex.
Yeah, so 60% or 70% of the movie is a flashback, right?
Exactly.
So that's when the story begins to unravel. And we don't know the relationship between Alex and Stan, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
Stan called those guys and said, look, I'm not paying again, no, I'm done. And before you know it, one day Alex was jogging. First of all, you're owing people money and you're jogging. You should not be jogging. Nigga, you should be walking. You should be hustling. And that's why they were letting him on the street. They were letting him on the street and they killed him and put his body in they planted his body in bushes. And some kids playing football found his body, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Stan, everybody knew basically. Atlanta knew he was dead. Stan knew he was dead. And Stan later told Atlanta that I know the child is not ours. So they want to do this
I'll
paternity
love
fraud
the
narrative.
child. But
Paternity fraud
that's
narrative.
yeah.
Paternity fraud narrative.
No,
Which I was
now, but
like,
that was the end.
but I understand that is the tone of the movie. So he loved Atlanta. See, bro, guys, I won't lie to you. If you watch that movie, you too will love Atlanta. Ah, no, 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 no,
Why?
no, 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 no.
Why would
See,
they love Atlanta?
Atlanta is not a babe that if Atlanta says, honey, I'm hungry, and you don't give her food option in the next 5 minutes, now you cause her. This is the woman that you go to pamper this woman. You generator off, and this woman in your house. My brother, it's over for you.
See,
Relationship has scattered.
it's a lie. Now,
It's not
so
the
now
catch
go
this
they
guy.
talk, say go they
It's
pam pam, go they now
it's not
those
the catch.
girls they it's
See,
not true.
it's not the catch this kind of woman. Because the way her
Behave
father gave her
better.
to you, the way her father gave her to you, you must bring her back in optimal
See,
condition.
nothing must taint her skin or must keep her as milk.
See, this girl also they cry. You should see if you see tear from her eye, scoop the tear and push it back in her eye. This kind of woman know they cry. So
He's so cute.
Stan must have looked at I can't do better than this babe. Now this babe is too fine now. How about you say
No, he really just loved her though.
Ugochi, I'm cooking. He said, don't worry. The child is our own. The child itself does not know how to speak Igbo. The boy doesn't know how to speak
Oh,
Igbo. Now you can access the word they use, but it's allowed.
I see you. That boy.
Now, you know the remarkable thing about this movie for me? It's not the fact that he was speaking Igbo, which I love because I was following it everywhere. It was sweet to the ear. And I believe that's because they took actors who knew how to speak fluently in Igbo.
Or put in the effort to speak
Yeah,
it.
thank you, put in the effort. And that's why you see
Put in the effort.
Atlanta not to talk too much Igbo. She just do the basics, like gege. The heavy lifting
Just
were done by
one.
the heavy lifting were done like even Shegarize, who can speak multiple languages, he to drop you. I say, hey, but about the
Do my
shows. Now, what even tripped me about this movie? What tripped me about this movie is that when I was checking the end credits, and this is to show you how tribalism is useless. Honestly, in a country like Nigeria, tribalism should not make sense at all.
Yeah.
It was directed by
Just
Kayode Kasu. And I was
yeah.
like, Kayode, I would like to ask Kayode, please, first of all, how do you know what they were saying? And how will you tell them that, this line, you do not deliver it well? I don't feel that you do have enough, you're not giving enough energy. Because, bro, unless you understand Igbo. Because I'm thinking about, there'll be a language barrier. Or unless he had an assistant who was telling him that line, they didn't really say it well, so you have to tell them back. And how do you even repeat the lines back to the actor? Because, bro, it's hard. They really need to go and
See,
study how this movie was done. Because it was a
honestly,
clean movie, well professional. There's no gang, there's not too much gang. The camera angles were the
yeah.
camera angles. The acting
Cinematography was great.
the acting was what pushed this movie. The actors came in and
Yes.
delivered. Kana
Yes, they
was
did.
boss. He wasn't heavy-handed. He wasn't heavy-handed. He was a fair Oga. Shegwarize was your Oga police. Your
Honestly,
thing how we go. Typical Oga police. Yeah. And I want to say that this is why every tribe in Nigeria needs to put out more quality movies that celebrates their culture, their language, their pride. Because all the times when they're in the market and I was seeing them when they were young, I was like, this is an experience that should be told because there are millions of young people that go through this every year.
nope.
Bro, it's a vital story of Nigerian society.
And
And it's
Igbo
crazy that,
resilience.
yeah, and Igbo resilience, because they also mentioned, I like the part where Kana now gave context to why the Igbo apprenticeship was very important to them and why they didn't kick out they didn't kick out Chooks Joseph when he swindled that woman by overcharging her.
Um,
Remember?
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Something that
Oh,
standing is
what did
something
he
that
call it
standing
again?
something that standing is a later did too.
Afri-
And Chooks was like, when me I did it, I was the bad guy. But you are not doing it now, you're farming his business. But
Mm,
it was well done. We spoke about Igbo relationships, like love relationships, the culture of the boss and the one boy, commerce, trade. I like the fact that in the market, if you noticed, every tribe was present in the market. There was the Meshai guy, the Yoruba Gurus, you know,
100%.
customers from different parts of
Did
the
you ever go to
country.
Alaba Market?
What do you say?
Did you ever go to Alaba International?
I've been, if I tell you the story of me going to Alaba International the first time, you will laugh.
Please tell me. I want
So
to hear it.
this was when I was a very green-eyed young man. I was working in hip hop world at the time, and back then
Mm-hmm.
we used to have CDs of all the nominees, like a CD
Mm-hmm.
collection of all the songs that were nominated that year. Or
Yeah.
so we needed to bring like maybe 2,000 copies from Alaba.
Wow.
So the guy who helped us print it said, he can't go alone, no, that he needs somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And me being the new boy, intern
Mm-hmm.
slash everything. So I was following him
Mm-hmm.
now. Now the issue was that following was not the problem, but this was the era where Okadas can take you from Ikeja to Badagry. Nobody will stop you. That's when Lagos
Mm-hmm.
was that
That's
dollars.
very true.
Me and this guy and one Aboki rider that did not know the
Mm-hmm.
difference between a road and a pothole. That we enter pothole, you see road, you enter pothole.
Oh
We
my
went
God.
from
Those,
from Ikeja to Alaba, which was like 2 hours on bike,
wow.
right?
Why did it take that long?
Uh, it was far. And
And it wasn't 2 hours.
it was up to two
Because
hours,
this
it was like an
much
hour,
is true.
basically an hour.
Pretty
Sha.
much.
We got there,
Mm-hmm.
we're not supposed to call the marketer. One now bros came out. We did the
Then
business at
Nana, bros.
I think
Please
it's
don't kill me.
tantalizers. It's always tantalizers. The guy that came,
Mm-hmm.
gave us this thing. And we carry those hefty um like pack of CDs.
Mm-hmm.
They're in a pack, yeah. And we took it back to Ireland that day again. So that was like my first real incursion into Alaba. Then later we did a documentary. Or we were going to write a story about
Mm-hmm.
Alaba. So we went around Alaba,
Mm.
spoke to the big marketers there.
Wow.
How does music move from one point to another in Alaba? And this is the
Wow. That's
ingenuity
amazing.
of this is the ingenuity of like Igbo people. Like all you need to give Igbo people, to be honest, in this world, just give them a plot of land. The land doesn't have to be perfect. Oh. There can be refuge
I'm
on that
telling
land.
you.
Come back in the next 10 years. It might not be the best building in the
Love it.
world. It might not be.
But
Look at
there'll be
Computer
something.
Village. If you go to Computer Village, if I go to Computer Village, I'm afraid because it feels like
Why?
you can disappear. You might enter a wrong alley and disappear. But bro,
Honestly,
I have
such a maze.
I have seen teenagers, young men, who didn't go to Silicon Valley that will open your iPhone 15 and fix it for you. Nothing will go
Honestly.
wrong with your phone. I have fixed my phone so
Honestly.
many times in Computer Village, as long as you know the right person to go to shower. If you go there
Nakoya.
and you go there and bro, it is always you'll be shocked at what is happening there. And I'm like, amazed.
Honestly.
Like it shows like the entrepreneurial spirit of the Igbo people of you know,
Mm-hmm.
we might have nothing, no, but come back in the next 10 years. This place might not look like Silicon Valley, oh, but it's functional. It go work. Okay, I go tell you say
It's
it go
this.
work. It go work. And that was the beauty
Honestly.
of the apprenticeship system. In the movie, the market was your normal rundown market. But the money where they move for that place every time, was heavy. Look at Canal shop now. He only had a desk.
Mm-hmm.
Every other thing was
Mm-hmm.
material. But what he had one desk
Everybody,
and one chair. That's all he had. All
that's
that he
all he
had.
needed.
Yeah, so
And
it's important
calculator.
for
That big calculator on the table.
Baba the place
The
that can use
table.
a bridge. Finish. The fundamental mathematics of it all. Baba had it. And that was
See,
it was beautiful. It was beautiful when people tell their stories. And that's why everybody should tell their stories. It's not every time English. Even if that worry you want to speak and there. If na Igbo, if na
do you
Hausa
understand?
Fulani, if na Badagry language, speak it there. Let people know where you are from, you know. Side note, I did see a review. I didn't read it, but I think I know what the writer was hinting at. But
Mm,
this is why people need to understand why people need to do films. I feel that the producers of this film did it because they wanted to celebrate this entrepreneurial incubator that has worked for many
mm,
decades in
mm.
common Igbos, which is all over the country. Now, uh, the writer, I think, was hinting at it. I'm trying to look for the article, and I can't find it. Was trying to say that
Okay.
there's a dark side to this entrepreneurial incubator stuff, right? And
There's
I'm
a dark side.
like where people work and they never get like they're not given that clean how do I call it now? You know, you can work for someone like 10, 15 years, but you never get that the amount they not give you to start up your business is like chicken feed or something. No, that
Mm.
yeah. So I've heard of one or two horror tales before, or no, I think there has been some Nollywood movies. Which Canal was in that movie? I can remember clearly now. Thank you for my man has reminded me now. There was
Okay.
a movie where Canal was playing the same role,
Mm,
but when it was time to release these boys and bless them and help them start up, there's always something wrong. He will fight with them, right?
mm,
And
mm-hmm,
kick them out. And
mm-hmm.
there was just involved. He was now using their chi,
Your destiny.
their destiny for his own. There was now one
Mm,
guy, your own chi was stubborn. So the way he
mm.
used to do it was that he would need the sperm of those boys that were working under
Boys.
him. Yeah, so
Mm,
sometimes at night he would drug them, maybe he give them drinks, he would drug them, then he would now masturbate them and collect their sperm. But this
mm,
particular guy, after I hope this is how the movie went. That boy no dey drink. So what
mm.
kind of one try? Baba was wetin dey happen? Kind of just
Oh,
form say
okay.
oh
Mm,
nothing. Up to the point that he used Ayo Adesoya. This is how old this movie is. Ayo Adesoya,
mm,
if anybody knows her, to come and say,
mm-hmm,
okay, come to my shop one day. Come to my shop one day. Act as if you want to buy
mm-hmm,
electronics. So the guy used to sell TV, VCDs.
mm,
So I say Ayo Adesoya came. I said she wanted to buy a TV and VCD, and this boy sold it to her. She now said, I don't know how to install it. Will you come to my house and help me install it? And the boy,
mm-hmm,
obviously, it happens. If I go to Samsung now and say, oh, I can't install this big TV, there are guys around there who
mm-hmm,
work. I'll say, oh, they'll come to your house and install it, and you give them money. That's how the guy went there. I just said, and I came out half naked, was trying to seduce the guy. But I think this guy was like Joseph or something, because the guy ran away.
mm,
So that's the kind of story, I don't know that if I can find that article, I'll read it. But what me I'm trying to
mm-hmm,
say in defense of the movie is that look, they are showing the ideal and the beauty and they're celebrating what there's no system that is 100% proof in the world.
mm-hmm.
If you go to Silicon Valley, some people tell you these fucked up stories they've had. They've developed apps that were
Exactly.
theirs and got stolen by one billionaire and they have
Mm-hmm,
nothing. But I think the essence of that movie was celebrating the resilience and entrepreneurial spirit of the Igbo traders or merchants, which is a
mm-hmm.
to me it's a standout. It's one of my favorite films of the year overall, not just
Really?
Nollywood, not just Nollywood. I think overall of what I watched this year, it was well
That's
done,
amazing.
well packaged. I like hearing stories from the other. I like hearing from the other side.
That
Places I'm
that,
not,
that you're not used to hearing.
yeah, places I'm not yet used to hearing. This
Yeah.
didn't feel like all those your average African magic movies. It felt
Mm.
polished, well done, thoughtful. And yeah, big up to them. I would like more movies to come out like this. There was a
I,
movie I watched last year. It was called Yahoo
mm-hmm.
Plus. It's not as good
Oh.
as this, but I like that fact that this somebody he intended to tell a story of what happens in
Mm-hmm.
certain parts of the country. I like people taking
Mm-hmm.
creative risk. It doesn't have to be 100%. It doesn't even have to even be eighty
Mm-hmm.
percent. Just let me know that
Yeah.
you are thinking differently from everybody, and you have the guts
Yeah.
to do it on your own. I appreciate that. It's just as a well. I hope somebody. I hope Alex Kubo gets nominated because he was an annoying prick in this movie. He was an annoying prick in this movie. As much as the
Really?
fan, I think he should take on the role as bad guy more because it's so obvious with his good looks. So
It really looks,
yeah,
yeah, really good look on
I just
him.
thought it was refreshing to see him as the bad guy. You know, and
Yeah.
and the choice of actors, like I said, I hope Joseph goes on to have a great career in Hollywood. That I feel that young man has a talent. You can feel it
Mhm.
busting out of you. You can feel it. It is
Very
vibrating.
true.
Atlanta is already blown. She's in a movie that Idris Elba directed for Moabudu. Yeah, so
Yes. Oh my god, you know I was going to say that, but I thought it was still under hush hush.
options everywhere. They don't snap the picture everywhere.
Oh
You know,
shit. Okay.
yeah,
Got it.
that's another person I'm waiting for. Kana, yo. At this point, you just need to give your national honor because I don't know what the man. I don't know what else do we. Whoever else we have to give that man.
Yeah,
He's
that
a,
man is
he's a
such a
national
relic,
treasure. He's a national treasure, a
honestly, an
national
icon,
icon.
really.
Yeah, yeah. And shout out to the director. Shout out to Kayode. Big ups. Yeah. It shows that people are thinking in Nollywood, and if you give them the chance to tell stories, it will be well done.
Yep. And if the budget is right, the people are always
Obvious.
available to execute.
It's not about Nigerians is that if the money is there, don't worry, it will be done. It will be
They
done.
will do it. Do
They
you
will do it.
understand?
So, guys,
I'm really,
we recommended another great movie for you, Nollywood movie now. Please go and watch it. Thank you. Yeah, you wanted to say something.
I'm really happy that like at the way you talked about the movie because I'm Igbo and it's something that I grew up always knowing. I didn't know that it was a thing that people didn't know.
So, me,
I
I know
promise you.
it. Oh, me, I know it because obviously, and
Mhm.
even here in Lagos, there is the a version of it that happens in this part of the country also, but it's not as
Mm,
institutionalized as the Igbo apprenticeship system.
yeah.
Remember when we had a house help when I was very young? We had a house help in Ghana. We are from Ghana.
Yeah.
So she was obviously my parents put her through secondary school. She graduated,
Mm,
so she now said she wants to learn sewing. So they put her under
mm,
a seamstress, and she now did the whole thing of learning under her. And when it was time
mm.
for her to move on, it wasn't even that long, maybe 2 years or so. She did what they call
Yeah.
freedom, like a whole
Of
class
course.
of them. They did the freedom.
Yeah.
Some popsy were there. They presented her with a sewing machine. I don't know if my parents were the
Mm,
ones that bought it, or I don't know if she had a sewing machine. And for many years, she used to work in her house with the sewing machine until she eventually moved out of Lagos, got married, and everything. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
it happens for mechanics also, carpenter, people that do
Yeah.
artisans basically.
Yeah.
Artisan, yeah,
Artists
vocational jobs.
exactly. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
work, but like yeah.
yeah, yeah. That those exist. But I think the Igbo one is the more institutionalized, the more standardized version of it. Yeah. And these days,
Yeah.
sorry, and these days we don't have many young people trying to become carpenters, and everybody want to do Yahoo now. So in this side of our country,
God,
I don't think any you can't tell Pablo to come and be fixing engine. That bro, I want to drive the car. I don't want to fix the car. Thank you.
Pablo
Yeah,
and his saggy jeans.
yeah, and the hoodie in 38 degrees
Okay.
centigrade weather. Hoodie. Ha.
How? You see, I blame all those guys. I blame my Igbo brothers sometimes because now then they bring that fashion come too. They actually set the tone of that fashion
Sometimes
because why in
I just
God's
see them
name?
under
What's
hustle,
that?
2 p.m. Hoodie. Also, look at me. I'm wearing
Use the
sleeveless.
right dressing
I'm
that way.
I'm
That's the truth.
sweating. No, no. See, you better go to Igbo fashion.
Make
Hey,
money
them.
though.
Hey, you people, Igbo men fashion. Bros, una dey try. Bros. Shout out, you people lead the way.
Honestly,
I think that's the
it's
one
the
that when
problem for me.
I think that's the one that when God was sharing. Boys, I'm like, no, may I go find money. Yeah. So
The fashion is
surprisingly,
so different.
fortunately for them, Igbo women were at that meeting and they collected the fashion and the Igbo women were supposed to, were supposed to collect. They collected the fashion on their behalf. But
I feel
Igbo
like
men,
I feel like evil men have their own style. That's just what I
so
feel like.
I've seen
Especially
some
the
Igbo men. I've seen
guys,
some
they have their own
yeah,
style.
I've seen some Igbo men who their fashion is impeccable. Like bro, you know, like
Yeah.
it's top notch. Even
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think everybody just has that in their tribe because I know the way Ras Yoruba guys dress. Like you don't even have to show me their face. Just show me the person's photo. Just cover the face and say this is a Yoruba man. Because I know the
Mm.
rubbish. I know the rubbish we can wear. And
Oh my god.
I said sorry. I said Aboki. Sorry, guys from the north.
It's
Oh my lord, them are hip hop
I
dressing. If they don't wear
remember when
baggy t-shirts, they never start, bro. They never start in
see
Morocco.
See, if it's not that one, is some guinea one guinea that their what's it called, that their one piece guinea outfit.
Yeah, yeah, Costa.
That Senegalese look, that
I think
Senegalese outfit
I think
was
everybody
senator. They know Senegalese with long sleeve, some
there's
fabric,
there's one babe
but they
on
have
TikTok.
fabric though.
She's a Benin babe. She now parodies like local Benin babes that date Yahoo
Mm,
boys. If you go to her page, you
mm.
will laugh. The dressing in that
What's
part
her
of the country, I look for it and send it to you. The dressing in that part of the country
name?
again is funny. It's just too funny.
Mm.
And she has the accent. She's born there. She now has the accent. So
Oh.
we dey go Pueblo birthday. Oh. What did they wear? I dey wear boyfriend jeans. I don't wear boyfriend jeans. No, 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 no. It's funny.
Oh, that please, you need
Continue.
to send me her page.
I'll look for it and send it to you. And that
My
is why
boyfriend.
representation is very good. You see the other parts of the country, we get to know each other more. We bring you understand
Mm-hmm.
people's. I don't like Nollywood of the 90s, man. These people were doing some very,
It's a
very,
good
they were
mix.
focused on topical issues. Blood money was
Yeah.
rampant in the 90s. They were doing the blood money movies. The Rise of
Mm-hmm,
Widows,
mm-hmm.
they were doing it. And campus, course in secret societies on campus, they
Mm-hmm.
were doing it. They were doing topical issues. Like, bro, it was mad, man. But,
Mm-hmm.
sickle cell issues, they were doing it. Arranged marriages, also the rise of also people. Those were
Yep.
really topical movies,
Oh,
that we were watching and we
fantastic.
were like, yes, this was impacting us.
Mm-hmm.
Not like giving me some rundown water version of one Hollywood movie and that's say you expect me to vibe to it. Give me movies like this and I will enjoy it. Because it's
Please don't
Nigeria at the
kill
end of the
me.
day. It's Nigeria at the end of the day, man.
I feel like all these stories have their own people or their own audience, I guess. I think to each their own,
Uh-huh.
and just like look for what it is that you want to do, to be honest. But I mean, I listened to you talk about the movie, and it's very interesting, like how you see it or how they
Yes,
had so like translated that entire system to the understanding of people in general. Because if you're not an Igbo person and you go to Alaba International, like growing up, we used to go to Alaba if it was to buy
yeah,
TV or repair something, and you see all those boys that used to do Asa here, all those boys that, you know how those boys in the movie, how they depicted boys, going to go and lobby customers, get
my,
customers to the
my,
stores.
my color. My color.
Exactly. So that thing that those boys are doing, they're also boys that in the system that don't get to the store first. They do
Yeah,
offer here. So like you start first by running, chasing, getting customers for the business, marketing basically. You start from marketing before you now start going into the store to do sales, and then the final point, and then let the customer go. So there were boys who just used to do osa here, right? And just growing up, we did have boys from like we had boys from the east, or family members, or from the same ama with us, that would come from
yeah,
the east to Lagos, to like from the same place with us, sorry, that will come from the east to Lagos to come and hustle those kind of jobs, and we'll probably start to look for other avenues to just branch out. And so I didn't know that it was not a thing that was generally known, because it was something that we grew up seeing. I had friends who, in their own houses, their father had boys that were living with them. And you talked about how somebody wrote something and was talking about the downsides, like the evil parts of the system as well, like the one boy system. And the truth
yeah,
is, I think that for every good thing that is happening, there's somebody who's they're always going to be the anomalies, the people who also want to make
yeah,
that thing look bad.
the bad elements.
For
Yeah, the bad
bad
elements.
people.
It's
You understand?
it's always human nature, yeah.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like there were also those guys, but there were some good guys. There were like good odogus. There were like good bosses that would ensure that, see, some people even used to rumor about them that more if you go through this person's hand, you'll succeed, because the
Yeah,
person the person will put himself all out for you and stuff like that. And it's such a clean system, in a sense, because you're not staying idly. And I loved it when in the movie Kanayo even spoke about like post
Well,
genocide, says the civil war, but like yeah. I mean, not to stir any waters, but the post civil war, the Biafran war, and how the Nigerian government had given every Igbo person, no matter what you had, 20
yeah,
pounds to their name,
yeah,
and they had to
flatten
start
everybody.
working. Do you
Yeah,
understand? Asa had to like just find a way to become enterprising again and just get back into the groove of things. And I think that in the past, maybe say 10, 15 years, it has been very exciting for me, even as an Igbo person that grew up in the Southwest, to
yeah,
just be it. There have not been any prouder moments than these moments I'm currently experiencing, right?
yeah. There's actually sorry,
Um,
there's actually a documentary on this too that
mhm.
Iblis did. I think it was on Amazon Prime or
Exactly.
something.
I've seen it
Yeah,
before,
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
This story is consistently told. It's just that it's I don't know if it's ever been the center of the story, but for every Igbo movie that you would watch back in
Yeah,
the
actually,
90s,
there's also an
yeah, this
element
was
of
always
it.
the story. Yeah, there was always
Yeah,
an element of it. Let you know, oh, this boy is working with this Oga, and and so like I think that them also like incorporating ensuring that the entire movie was done in Igbo was so important because
that was important because
yeah.
I've always said it. Like, if you go through the history of like the home video era, the reason why
Mhm.
the Igbos were able to dominate that era was because they were like, you know what?
They handled.
Let's stop making movies in Igbo, right? Apart from the distribution, let's make movies in
Mhm.
English so we have a bigger audience. And that's why Nollywood is
Exactly.
dominated by Igbo people, like the home video sector.
Mhm.
They had the distribution and they also had that foresight of let's make this national, you know. So if you look at the first early movies, we had like Inika, the Pretty Serpent, and Co. that were done
Mhm.
in Igbo. Then all of a sudden, if you notice, there was a switch. Glamour Girls, all those other movies,
Okay.
started doing them in
Mhm.
English.
Exactly.
The first ones were
Mhm.
done in Igbo,
Mhm.
I mean. What that did was that while this made them very successful and very profitable, the Igbo movie industry, where you watch Igbo movies as standalone, were declining very fast.
Mhm.
And that's why
Mhm.
African Magic, that's why the likes of Genevieve, Peter Roche fought for an African Magic Igbo to lead to a
Yes.
revival of Igbo movies again. Was very, very
Mhm.
key. The reason why, now, if you
Interesting.
look at it, look at Yoruba movie industry. Yoruba movie industry said, you know what, we're still doing our movies the way we're going to do it. And that's why
Mhm.
it looks, Yoruba movie industry looks like, out of all the indigenous movie industries, it looks the strongest because they're like,
Exactly.
let's keep this tradition, right? And that's why they can
Mhm.
scale up and now see that doing movie like, what's the movie that we did? A movie like, what's his name? Oh, the one that we watched,
Anikolapo.
Anikulapo.
Which one?
What the other one again? The one that Femi Adebayo did. I can't remember the name now. The one
Oh
that
my
all
god,
of
I'm
them
the
were
worst
fighting.
person. Oh, Elish, is it the
Oh,
whew,
let me for that
oh
Femi
my
Adebayo.
god.
That has been nominated how many times? Oh, now wow. Hold on,
Is
ladies
it not
and
the
gentlemen.
movie
All of them were inside.
um
All the bad guys were inside.
oh god.
Uh,
The name is right in front of my
Jagun
mouth.
Jagun. Jagun Jagun.
Jago. I didn't
Now,
say Elish, but I just remember that I didn't watch it anyway.
now everybody who knows, I'm going really deep now. If you know what they call Oritagi were movies that people like LTV Channel 7 or LTV Channel 8,
Mm,
sorry, used to show.
yeah.
These were movies for TV. And this is where the likes of our veterans like Oga Bello, Yinka Quadri were
Mm-hmm.
acting. And they were acting
Mm-hmm.
epic Yoruba movies like this. And that tradition
Mm-hmm.
was kept. So that's why it was easy. It's easy for like a Femi
LTV,
Adebayo
man.
or Kule
Mm-hmm.
Afolayan to upscale what these people were doing. What Kule Afolayan and Femi Adebayo are doing is not new at all. It's not innovative or anything. They just took
They
it to
just
a
tell
new
you
level,
this out.
to a better
Mm.
produced level, right?
Yes, yes,
Now
yes.
look at the 90s where Igodo was done. Igodo was one of the
Hmm.
best Nigerian movies of all time, but it was done
Love
in
that
English
movie.
and
I
not
need to
done in
watch it
Igbo.
again.
Yeah, it was
Mm-hmm.
done in English and not in Igbo. Imagine if they had been done in Igbo.
More.
Outstanding, outstanding.
Yeah.
So that
I
is why
wonder
we
why they
need.
never did it.
I like because bro, like I said, on my do English, everybody go buy 'em. Not knowing that
Mm.
if you make a movie that is very good, you've watched Jagun Jagun, you watch
No.
you know, Anikulapo. You enjoy this now. You are following the
Yeah.
subtitle. If something is interesting, let it be in Vietnamese. People will watch.
We watch it.
People
Very
will
true.
watch. So we need more of our local languages to come out and say, you know what, especially like historical movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And this movie really just even shed light more on the fact that there are a lot of Igbo people,
yeah.
shameful to say it as well, like myself, who can't speak the language very well.
That is one
I
reason.
understand I
That is one.
understand my local dialect.
Yeah,
I mean, in certain spaces, I'm safe. I feel comfortable enough to speak the rubbish that I know. But it really saddens me. I promise you, it really saddens me that I'm not great at it because there's so much hidden in the language that English can never find. English can never be able to translate it for you,
well, see,
right?
that's one.
Especially a language like Igbo.
Yeah, even there's some proverbs in
Honestly,
Yoruba. There's a proverb in Yoruba that, like, bro, say this one, you don't get interpretation. If you don't know it, you don't know
mm-hmm.
it, because it's
Do
so
you know like
embedded. It's so embedded in cultural context that when you translate it into
mm-hmm.
English, it means nothing.
You
It
waters
becomes
it
very,
down?
it becomes very tasteless.
Honestly,
Yeah, so that is why we need more. Imagine you watching things fall apart now, and it's in Igbo throughout. Mind blowing.
man, they need to
Mind
do. They
blowing.
need. We need to redo those movies maybe and have Igbo versions of them.
Yeah, because now you get the flavor, you feel it more. You watch and you're like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I get it now. I get it now.
Honestly,
Shout out to the
because
Northerners, bro. Sorry, shout out to the Northerners. They've kept their language for a long time. But our problem is, I'm sorry to say this, they are so enclosed in their own that it looks as if they are playing, they are playing on their own side. Like, bro, we're okay. Yeah, we don't need. Although I think there's a Netflix movie or Amazon Prime Hausa movie
mm,
now, or Fulani movie, but we need more. It's too enclosed. That industry is too enclosed in itself. They need more.
NTA used to show a
They need
lot
to,
of
yeah.
Hausa movies in the day.
NTA love Hausa movies. They love it,
This shows
and
very
they're big.
very well.
And they're big on YouTube. Hey, you see what
Really
Hausa movie? Yeah, you. s- in short, social
interesting.
media, TikTok, eh?
Mm-hmm.
The North owns TikTok in Nigeria. We just don't know. Once you enter,
Really,
once you enter northern TikTok, you'll be surprised at the content, my guy.
Ayo,
Yeah,
I'm actually going to enter Northern TikTok right now.
because
How did you get
yeah,
there?
you know, I work in a company that like mines the data. So when they first told me that
Oh,
I was on TikTok plenty, I say they lie. One day I just started seeing videos, political commentary, comedy, just normal people using it.
oh,
Crazy.
do you
There's
know
one day,
what? I actually
yeah,
agree with you.
yeah,
I actually agree with you. See, there's one guy on my Snapchat that he consistently posts Arabic tweets. And I just ask myself, like, without fail, the news in Arabic on X, on TikTok. Now that you say it, it makes a lot of sense. It's just because I don't follow a lot of people from the north, but this guy, his
yeah.
content is 100% northern. Like, that is so
There,
true. Now that you say it, it makes a lot of
yeah.
sense.
There was a day I wanted to buy something
Woo!
from one. I wanted to buy something from a kiosk, and the guy there said, I think he knows I was working in media. I said, me try doing media. Oh. Say I have a YouTube channel that has like 20K subscribers. I said it's a lie. I got to the office, looked at
Whoa.
this channel, like outside channel, 20K subscribers. I'm like, what the fuck? It's big. Those people too
Wow.
they also need a lot of funding to take their movies to the next level. Because a lot of
Hmm.
people don't know that the history of film in Nigeria started in the north. The history of film in Nigeria
Tell
actually
me,
started in the north. I think
tell
the
me
first
about
movie that
him.
I think the first I'll look at it again. I think the first movie in Nigeria was shot in the north. They are very strong. They are very those people are very see when it comes to cinema. What happened unfortunately was that when Sharia came, the cinema
Woo.
the cinema culture died because they're closing all the cinemas. But bro, when it comes to cinema, watching film, oh boy, don't fuck with Danjuma. Danjuma likes to die.
Serious.
Oh. Don't fuck with those niggas.
Hmm.
Oh. Yeah. So we just need more representation, and I hope that we get to see another Igbo movie this year
Very
or
true.
next year. It's great. It's great. Not the African Magic Epic. I don't watch African Magic Epic with anybody. I know do.
Please
I
don't
know do.
kill me. But
Because I
African
know the
Magic
story.
Epic. African Magic Epic is also is Igbo movie now.
You see,
Is Igbo films.
my problem is that
Mm-hmm.
I know the formula. There's a royal family. There's either a prince who just came back from
You know,
America
to be
or a
honest,
princess that came back from America. They fall in love with the opposite sex from a poor person,
because
and you now
but
cast Naira.
there's a story like that now. That's
Which
the truth.
I'm not saying the rest of
There's
that,
a story
but for 10 years,
like
please look for
that.
that.
See that the plots. That plot is still as old as time.
That plus what they
That
feel
plot
them.
it happens.
That plus what
See,
they feel. That plus what they feel
do you
them.
know
Say,
that?
nah, let's
Do
shoot
you
it
know
again
that?
like this. So we go use princess.
Let
Then
me
the
tell
guy
you
go
the
fall.
truth. See, in modern, in see, and not even modern day. See, it's either it's a story of a king's son or a princess that's looking for one papa in the village, the
Always,
story
always.
of or the story of one rich man that his son came back from America and has come back to Nigeria, and they're trying to lobby for his love and his attention.
Yeah,
Do you get
there's one very
it?
morally backward babe that is trying to marry the prince, but the prince is not in love with the girl that says orange. It's always orange, they said.
Do you
I don't know
understand?
why.
The girl with the humble little beginning, very humble background.
Yeah.
Do you get
Although
that's
I stumbled on one film, I was outside one day at the lounge, and
hmm,
funny enough, is this guy. I'm very sorry to say, I don't like the guy, but
who be that?
Yule Doche,
Who's that? Oh,
Yule Doche.
okay.
The
Man,
movie is
you
not the
has
great.
been really acting up on
Yeah,
socials. I don't get it
so
though.
in the hurt. The movie is not that
Ah,
great, but the story or the
mm,
premise is wonderful.
mm,
Two rich Igbo businessmen now
okay.
are vying for a particular title in their village. And now two of them are now clash, and all hell is let loose in that village. Also,
Mm-hmm.
with proper storytelling, this movie will be mad. If you can go to YouTube, it's called Bullion Van. The story of the movie is called
Okay.
Bullion Van. The premise is
Okay.
nice, and there's some parts in it that are good. Two Igbo men who have been rivals ever since now want to have the same chieftaincy title. And now
I'm mad though. Let
the whole, vil-
me.
the
It
whole village
doesn't
is now.
happen.
I think there's one time they said let them even vote. Let people come out and vote. During the day of voting,
Uh-uh.
era thugs entered there and started shooting people. Then I also remember that they were doing like a festival in the village, and
Mm.
the other guy was spraying money, and
Wait, I
you know
believe it's 5 hour movie.
what do you say?
This bullion van is 5 hours.
That's the problem again. You see the story. They started elongating it, and I'm like, bro, I don't have time. I have somewhere to go to.
God, it's giving part 1 to 7.
So the one of the guy that wants to the chieftaincy title was spraying money.
Mm.
That's how Guiness landed. Hey, see doings,
Yeah.
bodyguard, throwing money
Now so
everywhere. EFCC,
love
shooting gun,
it.
shooting gun. The other guy just look at and say,
It's
okay,
dangerous.
he's double daring me. He's double daring me.
Use money and scatter him.
But
Experiment.
if EFCC did that party, they go collect that money too. So forget that one.
See what's really going on with EFCC these days, though.
I
Now
don't know
that we
who
are trying to enter that
I don't know
conversation,
who I don't know who dared EFCC, but somebody must have dared
see,
them. And they now look for a nice scapegoat by the name of Idris Okuneye,
my
popularly
see
known
my
as
real guy,
Mommy of Lagos,
my
aka
real guy,
Bobrisky. And they got our
guy.
Bobrisky for Naira abuse and money laundering, and he pleaded guilty,
Oh,
and they gave him 6 months. Yeah, there was a money laundering
that's my guy
enhancement.
for real, for real.
Although he has
I
not
feel
donated
bad.
shares, they now moved into the worst prison, one of the worst prisons in Nigeria, Kirikiri Maximum Prison.
Church prison.
So the young lady has now she now donated chairs to the prison, and you know when
See,
Nigeria donates something, they will put their name there. Chairs donated by Jason
humanitarian.
Kuneye to Kirikiri prison. I said, well done. But I heard that
See,
he wants to appeal the decision anyway.
but why did he plead guilty though?
I think
I
it was
feel like the
ignorance.
advice to do
I think
that
it's
as
ignorance.
well.
I think it was ignorance on his part. Steve broke it down. I can't remember. He said it was ignorance on his. Basically, it was ignorance on his part, and
Mm.
him not having a readily available legal team who could have told him to
Legal
shut up.
counsel. Mm.
Who can say, shut up and let us do our job. So that's why.
Mm,
So look at Obi Kubana. Obi Kubana came out, done smoking. Who me? Nah, never.
honestly,
Yeah,
one man want to put him down. How now? For this
but
country, really, baby.
did you see so Obi Kubana? I said sorry, not Obi Kubana, Kubana chief priest went for a party over the weekend. My guy was just dancing. They were just praying. I said, to be
You
forward,
give me one.
no, I had this transfer. He gave people transfer.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know
I was
what
actually
EFCC.
something and I
I
saw
don't, yeah,
Cubana priest.
yeah,
No, Obi Cubana, sorry.
yeah.
I made the error. I saw Obi Cubana and I was just like, wow, this is how you casually meet wealthy Igbo men in Lagos. Just
Odogu.
randomly.
This is how you meet an Odogu.
Sorry?
I said, this is how you meet an Odogu like that.
Listen, casually. And he's such a simple person. No, it's no paparazzi. No, be say one
Oh,
security this
wait, wait,
standing one
wait.
place. Really
See,
just having a
I
great time.
understand. I understand what Igbo men are doing. If you look at them now, they're for me not fancy. I know where their trick is. Go to their house.
Oh,
All these Igbo men that are for me billionaires. I know their trick now. They're not for me fancy. Go to their house first of all. You will see that house with two pillars and long roof. That's okay. You know what you're doing now. We know what you're doing. You can't deceive
see, let me
us.
tell you the truth, right?
You can't deceive
Even
us.
men,
You know the woman's house from afar. La Igbo man get
see,
this house.
two things that you used to know that an Igbo man has money. His wife, number one,
Like Atlanta.
and sometimes
Like
where he
Atlanta.
lives. No,
Atlanta.
his house in the village. See,
Oh
his
yes.
wife and the house in the village.
House in the village.
Those
Atlanta.
two are determinants of how well that man is doing.
Yeah, I
Especially, he's
agree.
a very cultural Igbo man.
Yeah.
That his wife,
Steve said.
for him, body,
Steve said.
go they see the money.
Steve said that when it comes to 30 December, say na Lagos get am. Say na Lagos. Say there's no arguing. When he said the Christmas doings in the East, that when he went there, they were like, bro,
Different,
must I come back
the
home?
whole
Must I come back to Lagos? It's a trip, man.
thing.
Yeah, I think
No, it's
every
the
region has
whole
its own
festival.
flavor. Yeah, okay, festival.
That's the
Yeah.
truth. Yeah,
Yeah,
like the December period in the East is a festival.
yes,
Hmm.
yes. Now the one in Lagos is a madness. Now that from December 1 to 31st, you will not sleep. You just be going from party to party.
See that this Lagos one it starts from like November, gone safe,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I've already
the
know it.
Lagos is too tight.
And the funny thing is that there's Lagos Island 30 December, and there's Lagos mainland 30
Lagos
December.
mainland, honestly, there's a
The one you want,
distinction.
see, Lagos mainland one now, all those shit carnival, where they go block gates, nobody go pay Ashwebi, now go wear t-shirts, there's merch,
Honestly,
I go pay for local DJ, bro. I promise you chicken. You go chop goat meat, you go cheap chicken, they will give you correct alcohol. Bruh. It's a madness one.
honestly, it's a different vibe. It's a complete. In fact, Nigeria, the minute we understand when we start to understand the diversity of the country that we're living in, I think that we'll think differently about how to govern the country or how to lead the country. Everybody cannot be Lagos. Everybody
No,
cannot be.
everybody
Yeah,
can be
everybody cannot
Lagos,
be.
which is something I'm advocating for. Like everybody, develop your own state, develop your own city, create your own stories, create
Yeah,
your own narratives. Let us know
exactly,
what will be the cocoa there. If you are from Edo State, let
exactly.
us know as they go there. You know, if you are from Delta, everybody do your workings. Yeah, because I want for
Honestly,
Lagos to explode. Say, we are not doing again. I'm tired. I'm tired.
because the weight is heavy here. It's too many things happening here at the same time.
Yeah, just
Every
too
time
much.
we're reclaiming land in Lagos, trying to
Sorry,
build new
sorry,
communities.
buddies.
And
Sorry, buddies. They don't chop your landmark. They have chopped your
which one be that?
landmark.
No,
What?
oh, have they really cleared it out?
Oh, if you go to the rest, I'm feeling it already now. Yeah. Federal
Oh
government, know the year.
shit!
Federal government, know the year. I don't think it's the whole thing, but that part they say are taking out. Federal government, know the year one. They know the year two. Now just go.
My God.
The only
A friend
sad
of
thing
mine was
is,
telling me that they cleared it out actually, that they were clearing it.
yeah,
And
which
I
is a
really
shame.
felt so bad because they just renovated, like they just
Mhm.
reopened or they did
Yeah,
something there recently.
yeah, I know it's painful. I think the painful thing for me is Lagos. Which public beach now do we have in Lagos? First of all, we don't even have a public beach anymore. Now, which
We don't
beach do
have
we
any
have in
public
Lagos?
beach.
So, which beach now do we have
Um,
in Lagos? Badagry Beach. It's
I
too
mean,
far. It's too far. Although
no, but so
they are doing the road.
are they clearing out all the beaches on that axis?
It's only landmark.
So if it's only landmark, we have Soul Beach.
There's good beach also.
Um, there's Good Beach, exactly.
Mm, yeah.
We have there's still Oniru Beach. Then
I think
there's
Oniru is
Elegushi
affected.
Beach as well.
I think Oniru and Legushi, one is affected. I'm not sure. I'll check it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
One of those
and I
schools
think if
there.
you continue to go down,
Mhm.
there's Alpha Beach is really ras, by the way, not
Alpha
but
Beach
there
is, I've been to Alpha Beach before, many years ago. When it
oh
was still
yeah,
Alpha Beach, when it was still like dope.
it's close to my area here.
No, that place
I'm
is
not
bad
dead, dead,
now.
dead.
Yeah, I've been to
Yeah,
Alpha
it's
Beach
dead.
and Badagry Beach before. Shout out to
Oh
I
yeah,
think
I grew up in
we should
like going to Badagry Beach.
let's plan now. This quarter, we go to Badagry Beach, do video of all the slave museums, everything.
Uh, I don't know about that
I
Badagry
said,
Road though.
I think I'll confirm because they said that Uber now starts passing there. So I'll confirm. They said they've
Just
done.
please confirm if the road is good. Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
If the road is how I remember it to be,
I'll confirm from all these people that waka about. I'll ask them.
then please. I actually need a break from this Lagos. I need to travel. I'm tired of this.
This is now we do in Lagos.
See, this is not how we do it. This Lagos wants to choke me.
Lagos is
I'm
too
tired
fast
of
paced.
seeing this
Lagos is too
Lagos.
fast. Lagos is too fast paced. I
No,
beg.
no, it's a little too much, and I'm tired, and it's so stressful, and it's unnecessarily expensive, and anything can just happen at any time, and everything just goes off. I'm tired. I really want to leave Lagos, and I'm actively working towards it. I need to take a break
That's
from
nice.
Lagos.
That's nice.
Yeah, I need to take a break from Lagos. I'm tired of this place. It really stresses me out, and especially as a person that like I have seen like other parts, maybe for the fact that I schooled away from Lagos, possibly it just even irritates me to be here for so long. Honestly,
Yeah,
this place is a lot, is a little too much even, and this not see if you're feeling overwhelmed, take a break from Lagos and just see how you feel after, even if it's to go to Ibadan, just go somewhere, because Lagos really drains so much from you. Everything is 10 times more amplified in terms of the economic, how hard the economy bites here in Lagos. It's really crazy. The simplest basic things is so difficult. Movement is hard. There's traffic. There's sun. Oh, it's too much
no verse.
to handle all at
No
once.
verse. No verse.
See, and this adulthood is a lot. Please, I don't know if every other person is feeling the sting of adulthood, but adulting in 2024 Nigeria is really tough.
It
It
is
is
actually.
so tough. Let's be very honest, because first off, you're not even paid enough to deal with the dynamism of the economic, the cost of living, because it's always changing. It's just that the standard of living also feels almost very unattainable in this Lagos. It's like the simplest things are so hard to go from point A to point B. Not only does it cost you money, it costs you time. The value of your life is depreciating. It's too much. Like, I think I'm beginning to feel like I might not just be generally a city babe, because the city stresses me out. I really, yeah, I don't mind having like, I know it doesn't again look that way or feel that way. But like, oh no, see, I really, the energy this place needs is too much, and you face it differently based off of the part of the city you're in. It can be really, it can be so, see, like how you can just step out of your house and buy a car, Ayo, by the way, you never bought the
Yeah.
akara. Let me just put it to you.
Well,
This is how many years?
and
4 years.
when I go to
Two, three,
When
four.
I go to when I go
Not
to Badagry,
bought akara. Okay, this is how you want me to for us to go to Badagry. Actually, let's go to Badagry though. No, we're looking for somewhere. If the road is good, if you do your
yeah,
investigation and the road is good,
if the road is
I'm
good. Why
down.
not?
Good.
Let's go.
I grew up in Agbara, and Agbara is just on the other side. Like Badagry is just right on the way, and so it's really my zone. So it's like going back home or going back to like childhood memories, so to speak, for me.
Cool, cool.
So yeah, I don't mind that. I haven't been to Badagry in ages. I think maybe since I left secondary school. Um, yeah, one thing. Oh, when I secondary school, I went to two secondary schools growing up, and one of them was in Badagry, like on the way to on Badagry Express,
Oh,
Odofa
nice.
Private Secondary School. Yeah, anybody who knows Odofa, yeah, I went to Odofa at some point. Yeah, it was just. I don't mind that. I think we should do that for sure. Maybe explore what Badagry looks like. Do you know, for me, I always ask that why are they always opening new, like trying to reclaim land here when we have land all the way there? Why don't we just fix the roads and make
So
these
wait,
places
see this question.
accessible?
This question, jam question for another year. It's not in this paper I'm
God.
writing. Another paper that I'm writing. We'll answer that question. I'm writing. I'm not writing Fikenbau. When I'm writing Fikenbau, we'll answer that one. Now that one hard pass. I'm doing maths. I'm not doing literature, government, and something. I know they do this. I
I
know
love
they
it.
do. And
You
I
need
mean,
to,
English
you
literature
need
and
to
government.
have
I know they do. I'm not
you
doing
need to add
Fikenbau.
economics
Yeah,
inside.
so, no, I beg. I
Land
beg.
surveying, town planning. Just add it into it. But yeah, Afamefuna was a good movie. I think as watching it as an evil person, I struggled with some of the language switches. Because sometimes because not all Igbo is the same thing. I know some people say, "Oh, you're from this place, and this person is Igbo to meet this person, so you should understand the person's language."
No, it
There's
doesn't
a
really happen like
different.
that.
Some people actually feel like all Igbo people speak the same Igbo.
I think it's because you have like because you don't know how will I put it now. In your ear,
You
it sounds
can't
like
differentiate.
everything. But when you begin to
Yeah,
understand over time, you begin to hear the different intonations,
yeah,
different yeah.
exactly. So like, I think they try to speak so Central Igbo and Anambra Igbo, and when I say Anambra Igbo, this doesn't mean that everybody in Anambra speaks the same type of Igbo as well. But like
Yeah.
the Igbo in the movie was shifting every now and then, and if you know like how I think what I'm understanding is that conversational Igbo and Igbo um for plays or movies or education is very different. So that's why if you listen to if you're Igbo and then you listen to Kanayo speak, it's not that Kanayo cannot speak the language fluently. It's that he
Yeah.
has to speak it in a way that every Igbo person should be able to understand. So Central Igbo, so to speak.
Okay, the unified one.
Um, exactly. So like the ones that they teach in school,
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, like what you use to what you yes, what educationally is right is Igbo language, right? So there's the education. I don't know if I'm using the right terms as well, but
Yeah.
in as layman as I can put together, so there was always that shift. There's also something called Ngilibo, right? It means that you use English to say a thing in Igbo that also has an Igbo word, but you did not say it in Igbo. You said it in English instead.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's just like saying, let me give something as easy as mepuzo, like open the door, right? But and you say instead of you say mepuzo, you say mepu the door. Do you get what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So they call it Ingilibo. Instead of you to use Igbo to say that thing, you then use English to say it. And the thing has an Igbo word that you could have just used. There's a lot of that in the movie. And this is not me criticizing at all. It's just it also just goes to show that like we are we're on the right track. And the more we keep speaking the language, the more we keep, as you rightly said, being represented in our movies, true and true. We'll continue to find casts and people who are familiar with the language that also just makes it better. Like we just have to keep at it. We can't start and stop, right? So if we
Yeah,
do more movies in Igbo, those things are corrected over time. And of course, just also not forgetting like the personalities of the different characters. They might just that might just have been what they how they know how to express it, because everybody speaks language according to how they feel it. Of course, there's a general way to speak, but like every language has its own the people who speak it great and the people who don't
yeah,
speak it as great. To be honest, yeah. So there's always going. If this a friend of mine always says, if you learn English from the British, from like monarch British, and then you learn from the streets, it's two different types of English, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
if you upscale, luxurious, the sort of English you're exposed to is different from the
Who's
sort of
English?
English they'll be. Exactly. Do you get what I mean? So that also influences. Languages are so powerful, you guys, so to speak. Languages are so powerful, and I hope that as a people we never just lose our languages and our voices, because there's so much attached to it. There's so much you can do, just even understanding the diversity of the tongues that we have and the languages that we speak in Nigeria. It's really beautiful and interesting to see. But at the core of it all, I do believe that Nigerians are good people. We have bad people, but we're very good. See, if we're not good people, we'll not have stayed this long in this fusion of cultures.
The
This
problem
this
is
bouquet,
we know bouquet.
this this first agreement between all of us. But yeah, we're very peaceful at our core. We're premium guys, really. I hope that someday we get to understand that and we just like lived that truth. And I like the conversations that have been happening in the media space of recent, of just owning our narrative and telling our own stories and just
Yeah,
positioning us as we are, the bad and the good. Because at the end of the day, publicity is what makes the country strong.
mm-hmm.
It's a huge part of what makes the country strong, right? If you continue to tell one-sided stories, and I say this, shout out to Teresi. Teresi is writing a presentation on something similar to what I'm talking about, right? And I do see we see the importance of telling our stories more these days. Everybody has more. There's more consciousness to it. It's even from what you're doing, Ayo, on your social medium.
Thank you,
Telling
thank you,
our
thank
stories.
you, thank you.
Yeah, we need to tell more of our stories, because sometimes we're so reading with all the bad news that we forget that there are parts of the country that actually work, or there are people doing amazing stuff. um and we were too well, maybe because we don't have electricity as well.
That,
Fuck the
that one,
minister of
that one,
power.
dey- that one can
Go
make you
ahead.
mad. It can make
Do you
you mad.
understand? Let's have
It's,
electricity. I
when your
was so
brain has been
distracted.
when your brain has been
Yes.
parboiled for hours,
Yeah.
it won't function well
This
again.
sucks. It's so important that we hold our narratives and we tell our stories, because nobody will tell our stories better than us. And if there's ever going to be a change to come to Nigeria, it will be done by Nigerians. I always say this. And again and again, I say, whatever part of this elephant you can see, please give it your best punch. Just be trying wherever you are. Like, we know that we can't change certain realities, but like whatever you are, just try to make a difference, no matter how small, even if it's a kind thing you say to someone about just from where they are from and everything. I tell you that there's a lot of attention on Nigeria these days than ever before. I don't know how, but I feel like it's in everything that we're doing. There's more conversations about trading. There's more conversations about Nigerians are consistently relocating. Those are that the numbers are staggering even, right? Enough for the for the world to also be looking at what's really happening in Nigeria, what's happening in Africa, so to speak, you know. Please let's tell our genuine, authentic stories. I really liked Afamefuna as a movie. Um, and yeah, more of that really. I'm actually going to put it as a thing to do. I need to learn how to speak Igbo. I know that there are people listening to this podcast and really judging me for not knowing how to speak, but please don't judge me. And no, it's not my parents' fault. When my mother calls me, she speaks Igbo to me. I don't know how I think growing up, I just thought to myself that Igbo was too hard to learn. And just didn't put in any effort. But like now, increasingly, especially when you want to say something to your sibling or to a family member, and there are people there, you don't want them to know what you're about to talk about. It's just like shit. How can I say this thing? Me, I say it so as disjointed as I can. I put it out there. It's Kukuma, my family member I'm speaking to. Do you get what I mean? But yeah, I feel like there's a big part of this podcast that we've not gone into
Which one?
and we've not touched.
What's that?
How's your week?
After two
How
hours.
after so but see, we have to give bonus content because we're
Okay.
people who are sorry, deeply sorry, and we need to
Yeah.
show it.
My week was chill. Recording
Mm,
podcasts here and there. Working as usual.
it's
Trying to
another reason we didn't record.
trying to create more content on my Instagram reels. Going through history
Mm,
and everything. Yeah, that was me work,
I
work,
mean,
work, work. That's all. Nothing much really.
um,
My stitch has removed, or my stitches have removed.
whoop, whoop,
So,
whoop, whoop, thank God.
or it has been absorbed into my body, whatever I guess it is.
Your
So
yeah, your skin has
it's like,
absorbed it.
so there are small bumps underneath that I'm still feeling, but it to go. Just a tiny line that is in front of my head now. So that's it.
Scar.
Yeah, scar.
It's giving scar.
That's it. So
Bad
yeah,
though.
that's how I am right now. What else again? Yeah,
Okay.
that's all. That's all.
Anything interesting happening in your life?
Nothing, no. Naira and Nepa
Yeah.
are the one fighting me.
Crazy.
They are
Honestly,
fighting me.
this NEPA situation is. I've decided that I don't want to buy fuel anymore, and I've taken a break.
Me too.
There's no light. There's no lights.
First session, they've known me now. I said, no, don't worry, thank you. I go to
You
the office well
understand?
now. I do go office well now. Thank you very much. Okay.
Honestly, like me, I'm just like leaving it, playing it by the ear. If they take the lights, okay, great guys. If when they bring it back, and we're good again. But like turning on that generator or going to go and look for fuel, that hassle. I'm not about it, and I don't want the stress.
Or the worst one, you go and
Um,
turn on the generator and the rope cuts. I say, yeah, we're done.
hey, no man, the key they used to use off it all.
But monkey has sport, so I beg.
Oh shit, terrible. See that stress anyway. Not one I want to leave very soon. Anyway, um, my week has been good. Your week sounds very straightforward. I feel like your days are almost very similar. Do you have a
Yes,
very
sir.
routine life?
Yeah, yeah, so I have routine life. Oh.
Interesting. Huh. I think the thing that I really want to, I know I've said it on this pod before and I'm saying it again, and I want to hold myself to it, is just to consistently read. I now try to read articles.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Before, what I used to do is I used to jump the lines. I just like don't bother going through it. But like, so I'm trying to read short, quick things to see how I'm finding it, and then probably pick up a book and then try to read through the book. Maybe the break. I'm going to take a break soon. I don't know if that will mean that I will not be able to record or if I'll be able to record, but I'll communicate.
We'll find a way.
Um, Yeah, we'll find a way. I need to take a break for myself, and I think maybe I'll start with leaving Lagos first and just see how I feel about that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then then I'll give progress reports as I go, how I'm feeling and how I'm doing. But yeah, it's been a good week. Um, I'm tired and I've been sleeping a lot, which I'm very happy about.
Ah, Pele.
Um, I might not be able to go too deeply into how my week has been, but one thing I'll say for sure is that somebody said something to me and I'm holding on to it really closely. Shout out to Uyai. She said to me, many times endings are also beginnings. And I was like, ooh, resonated so deeply with me. Yeah, I think that's just been a summary of, not a summary, but like that's just been a lot of what I've just been going through. I've been winding down a lot. I'm trying to wind down. Trying to recenter, take care of myself a bit.
Okay.
Um, yeah, yeah. And just like trying to find out, I did express to everyone, I did say on this pod that like I felt like I was stuck and I was feeling very stuck career wise and maybe just in my life in general. And
Are you
just trying
stuck
to
now?
look back at myself. Are you unstuck? Um, not. I won't say completely, but like I have a sense of what it is that I just need to do, like the next thing I need to do, just enough for the next step, right? That's what I know that I want to do. And, slowly, slowly, I know that I'll be able to unwind from this and find new ground, hopefully. But again, progress reports will be given as time goes on, and as I deem it fit to share, I will be
Noted.
sure. to- But yeah, it's been a good week. I'm really grateful. It's been a lot of gratitude for me. Um, yeah, I'm just really filled with gratitude. Gratitude for people around me, gratitude for everything, really. Just being here in this time, health. Yeah, I'm really grateful.
Cool.
Yeah. So I opened Instagram today and I noticed that something that we've spoken about before has sort of popped up on socials again. And that's a conversation on bullying,
Oh God.
secondary
Yes.
school.
All I want to say is
Yeah.
that. All I want to say is that before we say anything,
Mm.
if that is my daughter, somebody slapping. Eh,
What will you do? I am me.
call me the fire department. Call the fire department because
An
something is going to be done there.
inferno.
Eh?
Honestly.
First of all, I won't tell my daughter, see if person slap you. See, don't even say you want to slap. Get jam blow for Adam's apple.
You
Get jam
understand?
blow for Adam's apple first. That poor girl was being slapped and she was taking it. And I'm sure that that's not the first time that girl has been bullied. Because you could see that
Of
her spirit
course
has been
not.
suppressed. I hate when things like this happen to children. I hate when there are acts of
Honestly.
violence on children, or you force them into you put them into forced labor, or like very.
Exactly.
I hate it to see children
Or
suffering.
some traumatic
Yeah.
experience.
So when you see this, I just wanted to hug the like if I could hug the girl, I just hug her and say, I'm sorry, you know.
So
Because
sorry.
like what was that? Second thing I want to say is that do you know the happy people, the happiest people in this situation?
Tell me.
The students of the school, no
The other
class.
kids.
No, no class today. No
Class
class.
close.
No
3 days.
So anybody who doesn't know what's happened, a footage from Lead British International School in Abuja. Apparently, there are many Lead
Mm-hmm.
British International Schools in Nigeria, but the one in
Really?
Abuja, yeah, a viral clip came out of a student, two students, the female. One was slapping the other student, and the other girl was not even retaliating. And what the other one that
Mm.
was perpetrating the assault was saying that who broke my heart, who broke my heart. I guess there was a prior discussion to that, right? And the other girl must have said something, and this girl was slapping her.
Oh,
Yes, and there must have been a prior discussion. I don't think she had just said, because she was saying who broke my heart, tell me who broke my heart, and she was slapping her. And that video
oh,
caused to
really?
another, yeah,
You know, me, it's
that
just the
video,
action I could.
yeah, that video caused to another part, and this girl is sitting down. This is very close, and they're slapping her left, right, and there was a boy who
Please,
was
what was
laughing.
that boy doing? Yeah, exactly. What was his job there? Because I'm so that
It
boy
was
too
a
needs to be.
He was a commentator. He was a commentator, I believe. And the person that was recording it also, I don't know. I don't know the purpose of why the person was recording it, but if it was the person that reported, it makes sense. But if you're not reporting it, I just wanted to make it go viral in school and make fun of the girl, then that was stupid. So after that, the video leaked. There was also another video of a boy being beaten up, but that didn't blow until later. That one is not popular
Yeah,
because
wait.
there's a video of a boy who was kneeling and they were beating him. And the video went viral. And before you know it, around 11 a.m., parents, they said, or 10 a.m., parents already reached the school, trying to shut the school down. And while the teachers and the parents were having a meeting, the Minister of Women Affairs also came in. I was like, damn, this is fast. What is happening?
Honestly,
And
they
before you
don't
know
be
it,
playing in the north, so.
the girl who was the perpetrator came. So they recorded, and this is what I also don't like. They recorded the girl coming into school. Obviously, she was looking sad, and people were shouting at her, if you're not the person that created that, why will you beat her like that? And when the girl was walking inside school, somebody, I think the auntie of the girl that was beaten, I don't know, no, I can't confirm,
Somebody just slapped her.
slap the girl, whoa, give her one hot pepper.
Planted her one slap
I was like,
face,
okay,
face.
this is not dope. So the girl later apologized. She did a video, and you could see that she was overwhelmed with everything that's happened. Like she's trying to understand the impact of what she has done. Like the way it blew up, I don't think she expected that whole. It's like that girl who exposed her parents that, when she was asking for an iPhone, there's a girl who was asking for an iPhone,
Mm,
and her father just
mm,
unloaded on her. Brrr. I could see from her apology
yeah.
video that this is not the level I was taking it to go. So this girl was also like
Mm-hmm.
that, and she apologized. Now the school has been shut down. They've shut down the school for investigation, and they say police has been involved already. And I was like, now another video came out of some students talking through a fence. They were hiding their face. I don't know how. Well,
Mm,
you're a child, so you don't really think things through. They're covering their face, but you could see them. You can identify these children if you see them later
mm.
on. And they're telling somebody over the fence that bullying is rampant in their school, that it's a systematic issue and everything. And there's a screenshot of, I think, a student chatting with somebody and saying, "Oh, they
From the
have
same school.
yes." Somebody was
Wow.
chatting with a student from the same school, and that student was saying that we have a drug problem in this school, allegedly, according to what I'm saying, allegedly. That somebody,
Wow.
a parents removed like two of our kids last semester or last term because of the drug. They mentioned the drug. I can't remember it because well,
Mm.
after marijuana, I don't know anything again. So apparently, it seems there's going to be some investigating going on. And on Twitter now, everybody and their father now comes with their own opinion and everything. So I'm like,
Wow.
okay, let's see how it goes. Hope it doesn't go over it's not swept over it's not swept under the carpet in the next 48 hours.
Hopefully
Uh,
not.
as much as we are trying to also feel bad for the victim, let us also know that that girl that was doing the bullying probably too has some fucked up shit going on with her, and also needs therapy and counseling. I don't think you should now over demonize her and make her look like Madame Gago, or make her look like
Please don't kill me.
the or
That was
a,
actually a moment in
yes,
time.
or a young Princess Ozoko in Nollywood back in the day. You know, probably she too has been a victim of bullying or something she has witnessed in that school, and she doesn't say anything wrong. So, as we are sympathizing with the young girl that was slapped silly, let's also know that okay, this other girl she also has to receive punishment, but also there should be a chance for redemption. That's what I'm trying to say. And this guy is a minor, so you know, it's crazy.
Man, I'm sorry. I'm playing devil's advocate, right? I'm sorry.
I know because a lot of women are in that truth like, oh, if now my daughter you slap like that,
And
head busting.
guess what? It's not even about slapping anybody's daughter. People know what they are doing. And
Oh yes, people,
personally,
she knew what she was doing because those slaps were calculated. She was saying it with confidence. You could see that there's a methodology behind this bullying. Definitely.
And see, do you understand? And it's so obvious that the girl that she was hitting um is probably somebody that they would normally hit
Yeah, and also I want to
because
say that that
yeah.
girl, shout out to her for being for being very restrained. But you could see. But I also believe that she has maybe they subdued her spirit over a while. So she was afraid that if I retaliate, it will be something bigger. So that's why she
Hmm.
was enduring that slap. But if not me,
Man,
as you slap me once, hey,
you see, and I think that this is a part of bullying that we sometimes forget, right? Bullying happens at every level. It's not just in secondary school.
oh
There's
yes,
every
yes.
level in your
There's
life.
bullying,
There's even adults.
there's bullying in universities now.
See, I say as adults in
Oh
your
yes, now.
workplaces,
Oh,
people
of
bully
course, now.
you.
Of course, it's everywhere.
Yeah,
Every part
there
of
are
society
bullies everywhere,
has bullying.
you know. And it's just so crazy that sometimes we think when we think about bullying, we think about it as just like something that happens in secondary school because that's what's portrayed a lot. But a lot of adults are being bullied,
Yeah, people in
and
relationships are being bullied by their
yeah, people
partners.
exactly. But like there, and that's a whole different type of bullying. And you find that those people are the ones who cry victim the most many times, the ones who are bullying people, you know. And anyway, I don't know. I really hate the idea and concept of bullying. When I saw that video, it wasn't not just about. I do understand you, Ayo, and I want to empathize with the bully, but
Yes.
no, not many. I don't believe
I'm
that
not saying that she should not
you
serve
should.
punishment. Oh. I'm not saying that she should not be suspended,
Yeah, I want
expelled.
to
Oh.
really feel
But
her wrath, right?
she also know the origin story of every villain. Like what went wrong here, and if it can be corrected at that young age, let's do that.
I mean, and rightfully so, I definitely agree with that. However, at this point right now, in the stage and the way I feel, I can't even empathize with anybody. I can't
Of
empathize with her,
course,
especially.
I'm saying this because it's not my daughter or it's not my nephew or niece or my cousin. Because
See,
if not my person, I don't know. I don't know baseball battle. Wow, no, no, no.
honestly, everybody will chop
I
beating.
go break
That's the
the
truth.
liver, so I go break. Oh, it will be like 50 first of all.
I
All those
love
liver
it.
pain, I go break her first.
I love it.
I go
Do you
pour
know, I
salt.
don't
I go pour salt
use
inside that
louvers
generator.
anymore.
Wow, how would you break rivers before? How bad?
I used to see this. No, I've broken louvers. I'm saying that
I don't think
I don't see anybody using louvers anymore. That's so
funny
crazy.
enough, funny enough, there's this guy who is an architect on TikTok. He said
Yeah.
that Nigerians we like compounding our problems. That sliding
Mm,
windows only allows for 50% of the air to come in. That
I believe that
the best option are still louvers, but Nigerians will say
louvers.
they are as fashion, they're no longer in style. And I thought about
Maybe
it.
we should use a
If you
different
have
material
if you have sliding windows, there's no way that both
mm-hmm.
sides will be open to the maximum.
At the
It's always
same.
half. It's always
Yeah.
half, and that's 50%, which is true. So it's better you have
Mm,
louvers or those ones that open forward, that go forward, the ones that had the hooks that you push out.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm,
maybe louvers might need to
mm-hmm.
be updated. Maybe the design, the outlook has to
Exactly.
be updated.
Yeah, they need to be updated for sure.
Louvers go allow breeze, correct breeze, because this sliding windows, it's not working in this heat.
Honestly, the
Yeah,
heat is too. The heat right now in Lagos.
yeah. But
Sheesh.
in secondary schools, boys, when you go play football, you don't go break lover. That means that football no sweet.
Hmm.
Just
Or
shoot
the
shot.
time you say you want to promote the louver because you want follow window they pass.
Yeah,
Ah
or
yeah.
maybe it's all those louvers that are really bad. You just open louvers one day and you just slide, shoo.
Honestly,
I just pray that nobody's down that will go and chop that louvers.
did I do that?
Yeah, of course. But
If
like I
your
was saying,
tree scatter.
if that's my family member, I'll pour salt inside the generator. Yeah. I will bust the tire of the principal. Hmm. That mind.
Do you know that when I was in secondary school, there was one family that they brought cane to come and flog the principal.
Oh, well, that's wild. That's wild.
I swear. The principal beat their daughter. The next morning, the mother and some of the mother's brothers, 50 guys, they came to school with
I
canes to come and
I
flog
don't
the
I don't know of
principal.
I don't know of a students that beat up the vice principal. Almost school one mad that day.
Canes. I
The,
love
the vice principal just
it.
tell the guy. He was like, what's waiting? He's even the son of a very popular politician. He just held the
Amazing.
see. It was like slow mo in my eye. He held the cane, held the cane, grabbed it, flogged the vice principal, fought him, threw him to the ground. Like, bro, almost school that day. There was no need for Twitter. This was before Twitter. That was the real Twitter back then. Everybody heard. See, did you hear what this person did? Say it's a lie. He beat
See,
ah.
honestly, the
Vice
gist
principal,
circulated quick.
vice principal don't look out. He could not look us in the face for like 2 weeks. He read brown square.
See, that's a hard day at work for that vice principal. A
It was a hard day.
difficult day.
It was
Oh
brutal.
my god.
It was
Ayo,
mad.
how do you navigate difficult work days?
I just power through it. Oh. That's all. I power through it. That's what I do.
How do you mean
Uh,
powering through it? What powering through it look like for you?
Also, these are compartmentalized. Hey, what's that English?
Lies,
Yeah, by working. So I don't.
mentalize.
The way I work because of my work, my nature of my work, I don't need to work like 8 to 5 be on it. So maybe I'm
Mm,
researching, I'm writing my book, things that will just relax me. I'm watching a documentary on
distract
YouTube. So when I
yourself
have
a
to
little.
work, I already know, oh, this is what it is going to entail for me to work, and I just go for it. Now
Mm,
there's some days that are more from the minute you enter the office to you close, it's work. They don't pile up the work. And I just try to take mini
mm,
breaks. I make sure that I go for like 40 minutes, 50 minutes walk, take like 30 minutes break,
mm,
do like another 40, 50 minutes, then take like 30 minutes break, eat, do like that. And before you know it, it's closing time, man. I'm out. I'll go and crash.
yeah,
I think it's because of
honestly,
places
that's
I worked before that were really
mm-hmm,
demanding. I've already gotten used to like, oh, okay, we need to accelerate today. We need to match the accelerator hard.
mm,
Yeah,
interesting. Huh. All right. That's quite insightful.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I definitely agree with the part of taking a break. Take a break from work sometimes. Just like distract
Yeah.
yourself with something
Sometimes I
else.
just go on a walk. I just walk, like, if I can walk, yeah, I'll walk. But this is that lights, I mean, heat day. Not going to roast in the sun
Honest.
outside. Though.
Do we have tweet of the week or we've skipped that bit?
Though this is
We've gone
special
too far.
edition, special edition. Now, after this, now
I
conclusion. Now everybody may they go their bed, may they go.
We've done a great deal today. This is
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
2 hours, 30 minutes on the time right now.
yeah.
We've actually tried.
We've tried.
What has happened in Nigeria? What has been happening in Nigeria aside rising cost of living and
So the dollar is
poor?
backsliding again.
Mm-hmm.
You don't enter 1-2. I checked
It's
dollars
giving
last
more
week.
work.
Yeah, I checked dollars last week for 1-1. I should have just waited for 1-2, but it's 100 naira. Um,
Mm.
a
That
certain
could change a lot.
a certain former governor who was seen dancing to Ayastar's Vibe Killer is alleged that he stole $750,000 from the coffers of the state government to pay his child's school fees in advance. The so-called
It's giving national
governor that is
treasure.
called so-called governor that is called White Lion is afraid of the ESCC and has gone into hiding.
Uh,
So that's playing out. The APC
it's
chairman
giving.
is in a snafu. It has been alleged that he too when he was governor, was indulging in corrupt
Mm,
practices allegedly. So right now there's that
right.
small rigmarole that he has to do. It's
Mm,
usual Nigerian stories of corruption. Uh, Nigerians should tighten their belts. One body
but
somewhere
we
do
need to get in
something.
our belt, shall
Leo has a new girlfriend.
we? Who
Um,
has a new girlfriend?
Leo has a new girlfriend. Um,
Leo.
Yeah, Neo, BB Niger Neo has a new girlfriend.
Who is his new girlfriend?
Apparently, her name is Beauty. They said she was on the Big Brother Nigeria too. I don't know who Beauty was, so I don't know.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know Beauty. I
yeah,
think I remember. She stayed for long, Sha.
yeah. They did a whole Instagram reveal. Um,
Oh my God, what's all this drama for?
what happened
I'm tired
again?
of Big Brother gist.
I don't know what happened again. There was not just but yeah, I think that's it. Entertainment just what happened again. Bobrisky still in prison.
My
Um,
Bob, gosh,
yeah, that's
I
about it.
really miss him on Snapchat.
Yeah,
But Risky's,
he's 6 months. He's
I
on
used to
six
go to
months.
Bobrisky. I hope that he's okay, really,
They'll allow him
because
pack his cream.
most
They'll allow him pack
people
his
really
cream.
don't take cruise.
He will pack his cream.
Eh?
No, no, I'll let him wear his cream.
See, it's really sad anyway. And that's the interesting thing. Bobrisky doesn't really go out though.
Oh, I don't know his ways or her ways. So,
Well,
uh,
to the best of my watching, looking at his snaps for how many couple of years, he's not really outside that much. Um,
oh, something happened
he
again.
goes to
Sorry, something happened again. The first lady
mm,
was in Osun State, and to welcome
okay.
the first lady, the so Osun State governor has two wives, and
Oh wow.
the both of the two wives now did poster welcoming the first lady to the state.
Uh-uh.
There was no question of
Wow.
who will officially welcome her when she lands physically, and they finally decided. I think they had a small family meeting. They now chose the wife that now welcome the first lady. So yes,
Mm,
that is
of the
snafu.
wife.
I don't know. I think yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the first or second. I don't know. But there was one wife, sha.
Nigeria is so interesting.
Very interesting.
Things
Very
that
interesting.
really, things that really bother us. Really, really, really interesting stuff.
Very interesting stuff
Oh
indeed.
my
So yeah,
God.
that's what's happening in the country. Tinubu is still going. Someone loses, someone losing. Cardi B is still doing
Fair.
his best to make the economy great. Yeah,
It's taking a lot though. I've not really see. Promise you that I really just like. I know I say this all the time, but it's the truth. This week, like this, my social media once it don't pass 10 scrolls,
I get.
done.
I get.
Yeah, I saw you. I saw a throwback picture of you,
Oh
that
yeah,
green,
yeah, and YQ.
and this person,
YQ.
YQ.
Yeah, that's YQ.
Uh,
Yeah.
Interesting. It's giving started from the bottom. Now we're here.
We try, we try. And that I didn't
Love
want
it
to
for
even
you.
take the picture. Is my friend that was working at Hip Hop World. People take picture of that green and white, Yeah. I was like, wow.
Imagine.
Little did
Do
I
you
know.
see?
Yeah.
Many years after,
Yes. That's my calling
I
card.
went to I went to Gas Foundation actually recently. Amanda is at Gas
Yeah.
Guest Artist Studio by Shoni Barry. I think Yinka Shoni Barry. Such a beautiful space, such an inspirational space. The art scene in Nigeria. I don't know about other parts of Nigeria for sure. I know there's like some budding art scene in Benin. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously. But like the art scene in Lagos is really, really
Oh, yeah.
thriving. And
It's a big thing.
do you understand? Very the architecture of the building, amazing. And just what the vision for the place is basically having artists in one place incubate and like create, so to speak. I think that's such a beautiful space and such a good space also for the art scene in Nigeria. I hope to go back again and just see, look around the building more. But yeah, such a really, really beautiful space.
Yeah.
I love what's happening there. I love what's going on there. Um, I feel like I just took a sharp detour from the
Yeah.
conversations that were
Yeah,
happening.
done
But
already
yeah,
now. So yeah.
I really needed to mention that. Um, yeah, and I hope I really represented gas very well. Maybe I don't fuck up and I don't really talk something
No,
point to body
they
here.
should invite us there. We'll go.
Do you understand? We tried our best. Well, I was flop and prop. for the
Uh,
week.
I think I had one flop and prop somewhere. Let me look at it. If it still applies. If it still applies.
You guys, why I always saying this is because we actually were supposed to. Well, in fact, we had already started recording
Oh yes,
last
so
week.
we have prop of the week. We have prop of the week.
Yeah.
All the way from New York, ladies and gentlemen, in Nigeria,
Woo!
Guinness proud. Yet again, a Nigerian writes his name in the Guinness Book of
Clapping
World Records. Shout out to Tunde
as we do.
Onakoya
Shout
for
out to
saying,
Tunde Onakoya.
yeah, for breaking the Guinness Book of World Records and creating a new world
Woo,
record.
woo, woo, woo,
60
woo,
hours,
woo, woo, woo.
consecutive amount of games, yeah, without losing, in chess. Shout out to him. He also raised money. Also, there was a good venture behind it, and yeah,
Yep.
it was great to see how many Nigerians came out to support him. Encourage him here in New York. Davido pulled up. Some other people pulled up as well. And yeah, it shows that
Mm-hmm.
Nigerians can do great things if you give them the chance and the opportunity. I just want to mention
Yes,
side
sir.
note that there was one idiot on X that said, "Why didn't he do it in Lagos, Nigeria, or Nigeria?" And I retweeted with ellipsis that so that area boys ellipsis dot dot.
I'm telling you.
Because in
You
Nigeria,
come
we all
and
know, or in Lagos, we know that once you come out and you bring a camera, our
over
brothers in crime will come out and start beating you up. So yes.
constituting a nuisance and all of that. But
So
no, big shout out to
yeah,
Tunde.
shout out to Tunde Onakoya. Everybody greeted him from the presidents to banks. Yeah, shout out to him doing a very great cause.
Honestly.
A lot of young men who were born in poverty and who would have ended up as being the next Agberos or NURTW chairman to become something very creative and inspiring to the community.
Intellectual.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So applause to him. Yes.
Love it. And if you follow us on Twitter for Essential page on Instagram, you'll see steps on how to donate to his cause.
Yeah.
And just like a little bit of a read up on who Tunde Onakoya is. So big shout out to Tunde. Big shout out to Nigerians winning against tribalism. Love it. See, do you know one thing about Nigerians?
Yeah.
Once we leave the country, is that
Our
we are
brain,
Nigerian.
our brain they
We
reset.
sort of, do
See,
you
let
understand?
me
We
tell you,
try to keep that
when you
rubbish to the
see
side.
when you say electricity, good roads and everything, you forget all this wahala. It's only when we're
You
Nigeria.
find
Why they do
yes,
the Lagos why they do the Lagos Calabar road now? It's because of something. Calm down. It's because they
Modern
feel like
road, eh?
Lagos to Calabar. Yeah.
Honestly,
I have somebody that says that say to the go Calabar now go easy for him die. Say
honestly,
the current route is hard. So now Lagos Calabar when they go Calabar weekend, come back on Sunday night.
see that road.
Oh,
I want to see that road so much because
yeah.
Calabar is one place that I believe that see we
Yes,
need to
that should
go.
be
We need
it.
to yeah.
Yeah.
We should visit Calabar actually so much. Do you know that's one place that if I wasn't living in Lagos, I actually have moved to either Abuja or Calabar.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Therefore,
cool. Yeah. It's cool. We don't have flop of the week because everything is flopping. Is it the national grid that crashed again? Is it
more.
one of a former governor that is doing hide and seek with the ESCC? Where do we start from, please? Where do we start from?
See, there are
Yeah,
so many flops,
yeah.
and the flops are
Is it one of a drunk policeman killing another young person again in Nigeria? So,
everything.
ladies and gentlemen, pick from the above. You can choose your. This is a democratic. This is a democratic flop of the week. Choose the one that
Choose
appeals
the
to you.
poison.
Choose your poison. And on that note, we are done, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening to
Thank you,
us.
guys.
Yeah, it's been a blast as usual. We do it for you guys all the time.
Love it. You guys inspire us to show up every day for the past 4 years. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4 essential. We're grateful. Thank you for listening. Thank you for checking in.
yeah,
Per usual, stay kind, be kind.
yes. And if you want to
Always.
send us fan mail, send it to us at fanmail at 234essential.com. And also for your release
And
therapy
follow
or
us
anything again.
and follow us on every social media platform at 234 Essential Podcast.
Yeah, that is great. And ladies and gentlemen, we are out. Peace.
Catch you, God.